Yeah. 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 RC Maniac, can you hear me? Can you see me? You're always the one, right? Just want to make sure. Hey, everyone. Oh my goodness. It's been a day. Just right off the bat, this is going to be, we're going to have fun Q&A. We're going to have a printer out of a box. We're going to print something. There's a good chance, hey, the Siege Tower, thanks for that. Burning Gems, high five right there. Oh, and good night. My wife said she can't see me. Everybody else can see me. RC Maniac confirmed it, so I'm sorry. Restart the TV. Regardless of the events that happened today here in the United States, we're not going to discuss that. What we're going to do is have an easy, fun, chill stream, Q&A, printer out of a box, resin usage, maybe some talk of cheese. You never know. I've got another camera angle over here. Bam. Hey, look at that. You can see me from this side. Bam. And I got one right there. I thought about Builder's Mark with a tenner. That's 2 5s. Got to get some shakes at the end of this. Enjoy. Thanks as always, man. So kind of you. 2 things we're going to address. One, I was going to bring rum and drink, but instead what I'm going to do is not do that. I'm just going to have my energy drink right here. I got one of these Rockstar Juiced. And then the other thing, so I'll try not to get too gross, and I hope you're not grossed out by eye stuff, but AB, $1.99. Well, I need this today too, man. $1.99, you out of your mind? So I have rheumatoid arthritis, or spondyloarthropathy, or ankylosing spondylitis, something like that. I used to have a lot of problems with my joints, and I would take medicine to help with that. It used to be I couldn't walk. It was sad. But along with that came complications called uveitis or iritis, stuff like that. It has to do with the eye itself getting inflamed, getting red, and the pressure's decreasing. So it really kind of sucks. And right now in this eye, I have a uveitis flare-up, and the medication comes to the pharmacist tomorrow. It's a $200 bottle of eye drops. Yay, U.S. healthcare. So if my eye starts to kind of do this, or if this eye stops working, or I can't see out of it, or it's super red, now you know why. Yay, it's all out in the open. Let's crack this. Let's crack this, because I deserve this. Project R3D, that's $100 right there. That's 20 high fives. Chill stream. Let's get the party started. Check on your friends, family, loved ones. It's been a rough day for a lot of people. Joe makes a really good point. If you have a friend that you haven't heard from in a while, perhaps reach out, send them a text, give them a call, a FaceTime, maybe use Drizzly to send them adult beverage. But anyway, thank you, Joe, for that. That's really kind of you. That will go for a lot of milkshakes. It'll pay for half my bottle of eye drops. But listen, here's to your health and hydration, caffeination. Sláinte. That's good. Lightly carbonated. Pineapple, orange, guava. Pog. Also, I want you to take a look right here. Oh, I wonder if it'll look good on this camera. Yeah. Look at that right there. Right there. That little drawing right there. It's pretty good. So, David Simmons, $4.99. Are you out of your mind? Cheers, man. Here's to help with the meds. Cheers from a fan since Fan Mail 03. Love hearing that. Fan mail coming back in the new year. I've got some mail ready, and we're going to have one this Friday. Fingers crossed. So listen, Elegoo reached out. They were really excited because they said, we would love for you to show your audience the Mars 2 Pro. Mars 2 Pro. So they had the Mars 2 resin-based 3D printer, and the Mars 2 Pro apparently Hey, John Kinsey, thanks for becoming a member here. Hey, Tripod. It's got, let's see, it's a 2K mono screen. It's supposed to last 4 times as long, and it's going to have better filtration. So they wanted me to show it to you, and that's what we're going to do today. Zoot with a 15. That's 1, 2, 3 5s. I got my 3D Chameleon 4-color installed on my Ender 3. It took a lot of blood, sweat, and tears, but it's finally done. Don't you love that satisfaction of getting an upgrade fully installed on a printer? I really do. Anytime, I had a, real quick, before we dive into this, my CR30 died, and it kept getting a heater fault. And so it wasn't the thermistor with a thermal runaway. Well, I mean, it was a thermal runaway, but what happened was the heater cartridge itself failed. So normally those will be a certain number of ohms resistance. And that's that resistance that that allows the electricity to generate heat. You get the idea. It went bad, and it became 1,000 times the resistance it should have been, so it wasn't able to heat. And so I had to take everything apart. I had to solder some wires because the heater core I got from Amazon wasn't long enough. And then I zip tied everything back together, and it looks all pretty. And I actually tweeted it out, and it's working again. So that's awesome. Anyway, what do you say? What do you say? We'll get this out of the box. JC Flux, new member. Thanks for becoming a YouTube member. So with this, there is a little shelf back here. We were actually kind of flip-flugeled. And yeah, well, anyway, I can do stuff like this. I can do green. I can do red. Ooh. Or if you're Sean, I can do purple. Let's put on purple for a little bit. What do you say? What do you say? All right. Mark Frank, A5. Is that an Aussie 5? 3D printer nerd. Hi, have the eCube Maker 4-in-1 3D printer. What do you think of it? I don't know. I've never actually used it. They've reached out. I may get that in. Pixel Pusher Studio 567. Why was 6 scared of 7? Because 7, 8, 9, right? Thanks, Joel. Thanks for that cash right there. Steve Carson Jr., new member. The knife is out. And you know what? Ooh, look at that purple over there. That's pretty sweet. Like this. Jim Stamper, R, G, and B? I know. It's crazy. Jeff's 3D Corner, Canadian Fiver. It's a high five, eh? Thanks for streaming today. We always need the full Joel. Oh, don't you? There we go. So, hey, you know what? You can kind of see inside the box from there. Pooch set that camera. I just haven't had a chance to mount it yet. But inside we have some styrofoam. Good. I'll put it over there. Nailed it. Okay. Oh, right up top is the user manual. Nice. Well done, Elegoo. Ooh, and then spare FEP sheets. Okay. That's not bad. I like that. And then, oh, here we go. So we'll go back here. Super Bob King, have you eaten any good cheese lately? No. I mean, standard cheese. But there's the Elegoo Mars 2 Pro. Annabelle Trades did Instagram a story or a reel or whatever they call it about some goat cheese that she had made. And she made cheese sticks with it, like deep fried cheese sticks. And I was like, nom. And she's like, you and the fam visit, we will eat so much cheese. Got excited. Look at that, Mars 2 P. Right there, there's a little P. Just a little P. And that means it's Pro. So we got a box. Oh, this is the toolkit. Look at that. That's kind of handy. Inside, we've got a pancake flipper. We got doodads and bebobs. Power cord, US. Small though. Seems really tiny. This looks to be, the other part of the power brick. This is the sister. This is the brother. They're siblings. A beaker of gloves. Ooh, and a USB stick. That's going to have our test print on it. A lot of filtration. These are like coffee filters, essentially. You put those over the resin bottle anytime you want to put the resin from the tank back in the bottle because That way it drains out any of the hardened particulates that may have resulted in your tank. And this is I printed one of these. Now I guess they're injection molded. So it's really cool. It allows you to attach the plate to the top here, but at an angle, and so it'll drain down into the tank. Kind of cool. Some masks, not like we don't all have a lot of these right now. A plastic scraper, one of my favorites. Inside, oh, that's not gonna do it. Ugh. We got flush cutters. I have a lot of these too. And this is a rubber ring, because this is supposed to have some filtration on it so you don't get all that icky air. You get good filtered air. Teresa, don't lose the USB. I'm gonna put it right there. Okay. It's in format. They are paint filters. Oh, okay. Well, can't you paint with coffee? I would imagine. Okay, styrofoam, 1, 2. Oh, hey, well, I got you. Oh, sort of smarter. $2.99. You out of your mind? Is your CR6 still dead? Yes and no. Creality reached out and said, instead of sending you a new board for your CR6, can we just send you a new CR6? Sure. Okay, we have deboxed the Elegoo. I do like the Mars units. They're very compact. With the Frozen Sonic Mini 4K, it's almost like this four-sided pyramid shape slightly. So it's just weird to hold. This is a three-dimensional rectangle. Easy. I like that. I like it. Oh yeah, Tripod's Garage. Your CR6 has a Big Tree Tech, BT Tech board. That's kind of cool, man. Okay, come on. Come on, come on. Oh wait, Mike's saying pancake. Are we talking about pancakes? Man, pancakes sound good. Give away the boardless CR6. Maybe. I mean, that's kind of a fun idea. Alexander Nesmith with a $5. Thanks, Alexander. Have a great stream today, you mentioned. It's really kind of you. And it's something that I think we could all enjoy. Alan Flett with an Aussie 10 because you said particulates. It's 2 5s. Particulates. I didn't know particulates was like the secret word. Remember in Pee-wee's Playhouse, you know, he'd be like, someone said the word and cherry, and then we'd all go, ah. Laser One Girl, $20 US, 1, 2, 3, 4 5s. Currently unpacking and assembling my second Ender 5 Plus within the last year. Now I can print twice as much. That's right. Yes, you can. Or you can print the same amount twice as fast because you have 2. Just putting the trash over there. I do like how you can kind of see it right there. These look like hand-removed chunks. These look like someone with a blade was like, or maybe they're machined. I don't know. Oh, it makes noise. Okay. Slowly. Slowly. 3D Makers Hub, what up? Dangerous DAC, 10.99 pounds. 10.99, are you out of your mind? Hi, Joel. Basically, live in one room and have 2 FDM machines working in here. Would a resin printer be livable within the same room? I canceled an Elegoo Saturn order because of this concern. So if you had an enclosure for your resin machine, or you had some sort of active filtration, or your room had a window and you had a way of actively venting room air out the window, you should be okay. But it's like one of those things, right? I don't know for sure. I don't know for sure. You can always be as safe as possible, but I can't say whether or not, like health-wise, it's a yes or a no. I don't know for sure. But as long as you take all the proper safety precautions, it should be okay. Should be okay. Well, there we go. What do you guys think? The Elegoo machines have the build plate on a ball screw, right? And it doesn't just go up and down. It can kind of wibble wobble a little bit. And so I'm wondering, what is your experience with that? Because if it gets off, it seems like there's a chance it might be off more. Maybe. Oh, the downstairs neighbors, they're playing music. I can hear it. There we go. There we go. What color should I go next? Zoot with a tenor, 2 5s. Nobody asked, but I'm using my 400 by 400 by 450 anti-cubic Chiron to 3D print a full-size Sephiroth sword. It will measure as an 8-foot katana. I'm halfway through the print. P.S. Nico Industries rules. Yes, Nico Industries does rule. And wow, that's amazing. That's like really amazing. Michael MC, you said pancake flipper. I did say that. Okay. Hey, let's go here. You guys can kind of see. Sent format with the fiver. I've used Elegoo resin, was fine, but Soriatec Blue made me sick. I felt like I had the flu. Same. That room right there, I had Soriatec Blue, and I didn't have a proper filter going, and it made my nose stuffy. Once I got the filter going, it was better. DeWitt, what's going on? Mike did say orange. Let's see what we can do for Mikey. Ready? Orange. Orange, you glad I didn't say banana? Sweet. What the heck? Oh, look at that. There is a step one. It's a protector for the FEP sheet. Oh. There we go. Oh, I feel so protected. Okay. Oh, on here too. Ooh, geez. 2 of them. Andrew Rogers, $4.99. Are you out of your mind? I don't have any trouble with the build plate on my Mars, and I added the Wham Bam Flex plate too. I bet that helps though, right? Because that flex plate means you're not going to have to hack at the build plate to get stuff off of it. Okay, well that's and oh, what I got to do, just because, right? Uh, 3D printer. Why isn't Sean a mod yet? I don't know. Let's fix that. Let's see. Where's Sean? Okay. I see the name. I'm clicking. Put user in timeout. Put user in timeout. Okay. Did that work? Is Sean in timeout? Say something, Sean. Hey, Gabriel, how's it going? Once Sean does the star wipe, maybe he'll become a mod. I like it. I like it a lot. Boy, we're cooking with gas here. That's one of those. Okay, that's seriously. I mean, that's like 3 feet. Come on, Elegoo. I know this is longer. Come on. So I think the business below me, like they come late at night and they have their dog and there's lots of barking, and then they leave their like Minecraft instance going all night. Okay. Ooh, ooh. Get outlets right here. There we go. Okay. Let's bring you over here. So I think I'm going to plug it in. I'm going to turn it on. Oh, look at these masks. They are, I think they have activated charcoal. Is that what Chris was saying? I think that's what Chris was saying. There's something wrong with the Force. Where's Loyal? Dude's busy. He's a farmer. Or a ranch hand. He owns a farm. He owns a ranch. Okay. Let me see. I have an idea. This could be cool. It could also be not cool. But the jury is out. Let's see what we can do. So. Oh yeah, that would work. That would work just fine. So have a look. Those are high-res-ish icons, right? Robert Hutchings with a $5. Will be receiving my new Creality 002H and wash and cure station in a day or two. What is good beginner's resin and any starting out tips? Starting out, don't be afraid to fail. Good starting resin. I'm always a big fan of the Soriatech stuff. Soriatech. I wonder if I can do that. There we go. Hey, look, it's me. Alex Waverly. He's a rancher. There we go. There we go. Honestly, just try stuff out. Use some known good models, and just see what you can do. Like, experiment and play. The Soriatech Fast Resin is super easy to use. I like it. Let's see, tank clean, look at that. Stop and manual. I'm gonna go manual. I'm gonna go up. I'm gonna go up. I'm gonna be able to put that on. Yeah. Okay, we'll go back here. Bam. So, this is almost, I mean, we're at that point. Okay. I do want to put the seal around it, though. Fernando Rodriguez, what is the LCD panel life and the film screen life? That is a super good question, and I don't quite have the answer to that. And then non-fam right below that answers the question, so that is amazing. Looks like this gasket goes around this part. The lid. I do like that Elegoo has the acrylic that is all one piece, all one like extruded piece of acrylic. It's not assemble yourself. I remember I did that on the longer orange 10, I think it was. Okay. Joseph Cobble with a $5. There's next to zero chance I'll get into resin printing this decade, but I'll watch every single video you have on them anyway. Well, thanks, Joseph. You're a fantastic human. It is leveling time. That is right. Jeff Sawyer, is there anything over the LCD to protect it? There was a little protective thing that I removed. Well, there's Teresa. She thinks 2,000. Okay. What's going on there? Okay. Okay. I mean, we're in a good place here. Oh, look at this. Look at this. USB port on the front. That is amazing. Amazing. It's leveling. It's leveling time. Right. Come on. Ooh. Yeah. It's all wibbity wobbity. Okay. Here we go. Woodrow Collins, what's the MSRP on this model? That is a fantastic question. I want to say it's under 300. I think. Oh, is it 600? No. I thought it was like 300. Isn't it? Crap. Maybe it is 600. Well, there is, so, Jordan F. Stop with a 2. Happy New Year, 3DPN, go Cougs. Nice. Go Cougs. Okay, it is 600. Well, there you go. I had some, so, Elegoo, bless them. Wonderful company. Thanks again for making this stream possible and letting me unbox this and getting it going. The problem, though, is that this thing's out of stock. I checked their website, which takes you to Amazon, and Amazon US, Amazon Germany, Amazon UK, Amazon France, Amazon. So the Amazon link for 600 is not unofficial. So they're kind of sold out, so it's a third party. Yeah, they should be like 300. Anyway, it's leveling time. There it goes. I'm just watching it. Everything's loosey-goosey. Sweet. Okay. Okay. Gotta tighten this one down too. Simon LaFlamme. I checked Canada, and I don't think it was in stock. Okay, well now we go up. Cool. Resin streams are always so interesting because it is, hey not Janet, it is, it's so quick to get these things set up. Like it will be printing in the next 10 minutes. That's my guess. Let's bring it up. Oh, Mike, yeah, $399.99. Are you out of your mind in Canadian pesos? Canada money's cool, honestly. Ryan Pillay, what's the biggest printer you have? Right now, it is the 3D Platform 300 Series Workbench Pro in my garage. And it's had some issues. Well, we're leveled. The gasket is on here. I think it's time we add some resin. Right? I mean, I think we're at that point. It's so quick. Maybe then we do a Q&A. Okay. Just want to make sure and keep everything kind of in one pile. In one pile. Yeah. Pancake flipper. That's right. I'm not supposed to mention the pancakes, right? And there's the USB. I didn't lose it. I'm going to scoot it right back here. And then I'm going to see if Oops. Sorry about that. Okay. Find it, find it. Hey, look at that. Stop it. Good enough. Okay. Good, got that set up. I should probably set up the other camera because I'll be able to get closer. Eric Larson, no paper test. No, not on this one. So I like to level it with the FEP film. So if I put a piece of paper down, there's no guaranteeing that it is. There's no guarantee it's the same thickness as the FEP. So I just level to the FEP, and it's always worked for me. If it starts not working, then I will investigate other methods, but I level to the FEP. What do we got here? Standard photopolymer resin, gray. Teresa, yes, I leveled it. I did. Let's see. Elegoo Mars 2 use a mono. Oh yeah, thank you, non-fam. Yes, it does use a mono screen. Gotta shake it up. Ooh, ooh, shake it up. JS3D, what's the plan for the first print? It's gonna be whatever's on this. Oh, practical printing. If only Brian Vines was here to make the jokes. Rigid Paul, what is the smallest printer you have? Frozen Sonic Mini? 4K? Maybe? Look at that bottle. This is 1,000 grams. 1,000 grams. Oh, Chris. Okay, Chris texted me. He said level without the VAT. And don't forget the Z offset. So, here, let's do this. So I will home. This is for you, Chris. ASM 2750, not 1,000 milliliters. No, it's 1,000 grams. 405 nanometer. Recommended settings for 3D printing. Bottom exposure 60 seconds. Normal exposure 8 seconds. Okay, but this is a mono screen, so it should go faster. See, that's good, right? And then bam. Back. Okay. Oh yeah, I'm gonna raise it up again. Oh, geez. Let's see, and while it's doing that, I'm gonna make sure I'm not missing any steps. Good. Good. Oh yeah, and I even put the gasket on right. Who knew? Okay. Oh, good times. I did level it, Teresa. I just confirmed it. I had to say I did Z equals 0. It'll be fine. It'll work fine. That's right. Peel moves still take the same amount of time. That's a very good thing to remember, Chris. Jeff Sawyer with a $5. The printers have foregone glass over the LCD to save costs. Resin leaks destroy the LCD. We are putting screen protectors on LCD to save them. I didn't know that. That's kind of cool. I'm gonna Oh, you know what? You know what? I mean, I don't plan on spilling on my hands, but you know how that goes. I've heard Rain-X, Michael. I've heard PTFE lube. Beautiful. Drip, 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 drip. Okay. Good. And that's a nice seal. Kind of. The heck? Hold on. This wasn't being cool. Okay, now we're cool. Now we're cool. So, USB. Gabriel Allard, why is resin being poured so satisfying? I don't know. Good question. It doesn't go that way. Ooh, it's in. Tool system print. Print. Oh my goodness. It's got a bunch of stuff. Mars 2 Pro, Chit 2 box, Mars 2 Pro. System volume information, of course. Software. Rook. 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 It's moving. I got no resin on my hands. This is a good time though to grab your beverage and to raise it high for caffeination and for hydration and for just a chill evening. Sláinte. Uncle Ron, 3 directions of USB. First way, second way, right way. That is correct. Okay, well here, let's go to... we should really do the other camera, but I don't have... I have this one. This one likes to shut off. I'll give you a peek at the... There we go, look at that. Two hours, 30 minutes. Two hours, 30 minutes. Ugh. Why does it take so long? Hold on. I have to get my like a calming color. There we go. There we go. Yellow. Is that yellow? Is it green? I don't even know. We'll do red. There we go. Practical printing, $4.99. You out of your mind? I don't. Maybe it's a bad estimation. Maybe it's a. Because now it says 234. Like I would imagine, after it gets through the first couple layers, it's going to, go faster. I think. Yeah, angry red. Angry red. The rooks don't have any drain holes. I think they are printed solid. Shout out to Dave. Well, I think what we should do. Oh, my gloves just farted. I think what we should do. Random color. Okay. Here we go. Random. It's green. Oh, you know what I could do? Hold on. I got an idea. It didn't work. Dang it. So all of the little photoreceptors are right here. And I'm trying to hit. It's not going to work. So it's bright. I was thinking if I hit one, so there are 2 rows of 4 super bright LEDs, and each column has a photoresistor. And so I thought maybe if I could hit it the right way, I could have 2 colors. I'll have to work on that. Well, okay, so. Okay, it's lifting up. It's good. Oh, now it's going fast. Yeah, look at that. It's cooking. Two hours, 31 minutes. That's way too long. Michael MC with $3. That's 3/5 5. Thanks, Michael. Leave green. Okay, leave green. You know what I should do? What if I made the light controllable by text in the chat? I'll have to do that sometime. Can you adjust the offset? Yes. Luke Bassett. Hey Joel, would you compare the strength of resin parts to FDM? I could. Leviani, Canadian 5, change the Z lift height from default 5 to 4 or 3. You can do that mid-print. Really? Okay. Bottom layers 5, bottom exposure offset, normal exposure 2. I don't have anything about the lift. I've got nothing in there I can change about the lifting. Oh, but you know what? It's down to 2 hours and 22 minutes now. We knocked off around 9 minutes in the past minute. So, I mean, I don't know. It's not. Now it's 2:29. It's not good at estimating time. I know this isn't a review, but it's not good at estimating time. Oh, thanks, Chris. Chris's super chat was for the first print, since Loyal is usually the one that bids on that. Andrew Smith with 2. Joel's sticker idea. High 5, don't text and drive. I kind of like that. Or your 5 can wait. keep your 5 hand on the wheel. Might be fun. David Simmons, Joel, thoughts on your rocket build? That was fun. That was a lot of fun. The rocket was a bunch of fun. It was more fun. It was more fun than I thought it was going to be. And when it went up into the air, I jumped for joy. because I wasn't sure. We were down to our last igniter and our last engine. It was a bunch of fun. It's right over there in a box. Ryan Thorpe, you need to reschedule for when Loyal can join. Andrew, so how's the weather? It's wet. It is wet outside. Okay. That's all I got. It's wet outside. JS3D, most printers are not ever great time estimation. Your best bet is just to be patient. Yeah, that's true. Max, Diamond Guy, any updates on the Alexander Chappelle camera arm? No. Still in the box. Ooh, wait, where's that question? That was a really good question. Kenneth Aber, a bar. How do you guys go for so long before not seeing if your resin print has failed or not? My anxiety is through the roof printing my first print. Right now, I fully understand. I get that. And it's terrible. But there's nothing you can really do about it. Unless, I mean, could you have some sort of camera mounted underneath? No. Station 240, is there some elevator music on that USB stick? There is not. It's unfortunate. I think that would be great if there was, but there's not. They don't have that. 3D Makers Hub, 3D Printing Nerd, what's this year going to hold? Well, first, DeWitt, yes, you can pause, look, continue, yes, but you do run the risk of the pause creating a layer inconsistency when it brings it back down to the bed, to the vat. Let's see, what's coming up in the new year? 3D Print Speaker Part 2. 3D Printed Speaker Part 2 comes out Sunday. We got the final cut, or no, Sean's working on the final cut right now. That should be fun. There's some prizes in there, like with what the CraftBot machine did and what the G-Max did. I mean, it could be, I don't know. We'll see. I hope you like it. Luke Bassett Joel is just asking how strong resin prints are in your opinion. That's a really good question. So it depends on the resin that you're using. For example, Ceritech Fast resin, it has a rating. It's not as strong. It's a little bit more brittle. The Ceritech Blue is stronger, not as brittle, I don't think. But I don't have a really good guide. So I did, I know my wife and I, we hung from the swing set using PLA parts, and they were 3D glooped together. But with resin, I mean, I guess we could do that. Stefan over at CNC Kitchen probably has some better comparisons between the strengths of resins versus filaments. I don't have any of that yet. I don't. So there we go. I'm missing some chats. I'm really sorry. Teresa, yep, I don't want to end up derp. Did I do something wrong, Teresa? You got to let me know. I feel bad if I did. I'm sorry. Dana's RC, what about Ceritech Sculpt? I have some. I just haven't used it yet. It's supposed to be a really cool resin. It's like the creamy one, right? Isn't that the one that Graphitomi used in that recent print of that Cyberpunk 2077 gun? Right? Right? Oh, crap. Now I don't know. Yeah, I think. CPO98, so glad I get to see your stream. I was worried I'd still be in surgery and would miss the stream. You're in surgery? I hope it was successful. Jeez. Gabriel Allard, how is the smell? I don't have any smell. Not any smell. We're at 69, the 69th layer right now. Nice. Why don't we get to layer 100? We'll pause it and we'll take a look. I think that's fair, right? That's fair. That's fair. It's fair. Teresa, I was just warning people about flashing lights. Oh, when I was changing the lights randomly. I apologize. I didn't even think about that, and I hope everyone's okay. I hope I did not induce any sort of badness because of flashing lights, and I will know to not do that next time. Lindsay Cripps, it makes me uneasy, you wearing gloves. Yeah. Jackson Nuss, have you used the ceramic resin? And Tegza has a video with it. I've seen it. I haven't used it. It looks really interesting. And in Tegza, his name is Joel. He's fantastic, by the way. I love that dude. I haven't used it yet. I'm really curious about it though, because it's you're supposed to burn out the filler and have a ceramic part. I was interested in trying it. I was gonna reach out. Maybe. We'll see. Rohan Chauhan? When did you buy your first 3D printer? With 7 question marks. That is more than 6, less than 8. My first 3D printer was a gift for my wife and kids, Christmas of 2014. It's a FlashForge Creator Pro, and it's in that closet right over there. 2014, it's a long time ago. Wow, that's right, new year. So this February, I will have been a full-time content creator for 3 years. It's my 3-year anniversary. And then I think it's either in April or June, I can't remember. The channel will have its 6th anniversary this year. So that's kind of fun. Paper Pegs, do you have any UPS recommendations in case of a power outage? That's a tough one. You want to find something that can hold on to your printer's power requirements for long enough. The problem is if your printer is running with a heated bed, that's what's going to draw out so much of your power. And it's just, I mean, the UPSs for 3D printers are good if you have power blips or short power outages, but anything that's sustained, that UPS isn't going to be able to hold it for as long as you need. And so if your printer supports power panic, it's best to introduce that scenario in the case of a power outage that's going to last a while. Or if you have a whole home generator, plug it into that. That's really where we end up with on that. Layer 91. Icy with a 5er. Do you wear a mask when doing resin printing, like during cleanup, etc.? Also, do the resin fumes get vented somewhere with the Elegoo or just contained? The Pro 2 has a HEPA filter here and outputs the air there, and there is no scent. So, let's see. Okay, there is a slight resin odor when that is exposed. And it's not overpowering, it's not super strong. The smell is really going to depend on the resin itself and the ingredients within the resin. So with this lid, this gasket, and the filter that they have for the air, I smell nothing coming from this. Typically during cleanup though, I do have a respirator I wear on my face just because acetone and isopropyl alcohol and cleaning agents and rogue resin and all of that mixed together, I'd rather just, if I don't have to, I'd rather not breathe it. I mean, I can tuck my nose into my shirt if I'm in a spot where I don't have one of those or I don't have a mask available, but I tend to try to take enough safety precautions just because I have a sensitive nose, and if I get a rogue smell up in my nose, I don't want it to be bad. So I do try to be as safe as I can with this stuff. Don't ever smell the resin directly. Cries in lung cancer. There go a few thousand brain. I didn't take a big whiff. I went, just a tiny one, just enough to get the effervescence. If I'm huffing it, if I'm huffing resin, that would be terrible. Super terrible, and I wouldn't do that. I just got a little bit, just a little bit, just a little bit, just a little bit. So anyway, Mike says the Wanhao resins have been the stinkiest so far. Wow. Eric Larson, have you used water washable resin? Do I have some? I haven't yet. It's really, RC Man, see, I waft. Waft. Yeah, don't drink it either. You know, with the water washable, oh boy, the water washable resin, it's a really interesting concept, and it's nothing special. It's just thinner than other resins, as far as I can tell. And it's weird. The marketing materials for this, I remember one of them came out and they showed people rinsing it off in a sink. And like everybody was up in arms because it's not something you should do. So if you take a close look at the video though, they had a small little tub in the sink that the water was flowing into, but it wasn't readily apparent. And so the worry is that with a bunch of resin going down the drain, uncured, that would be bad, even if it's water washable. So we just have to worry about that. Hey, we're at layer 115. We're chugging along. Well, how about we take a pause and we take a look at it? What do you say? Yeah? Okay. We do that, and then we do that and that. Okay. I paused it. It's raising from the liquid goo. Okay. And there you go. Two shapes. Yeah? Okay, I'm gonna put this back. And I'm gonna hit play. Then you can see it dive down. Anyway. So there we go. We are on our way. Nick Makos, I use water washable resin and a cheap ultrasonic cleaner from Harbor Freight. It cleans great, no problems with brittleness, and I just put the waste in a bucket from Home Depot outside and let evaporate. That's a fantastic idea. I never really thought about that, but water washable resin in a ultrasonic cleaner, I think that's great. And then obviously take it outside and let it evaporate. D-Rock Pain, does pausing cause glitches? It can. It can. Sometimes it does. Sometimes it doesn't. Let's hope this one doesn't. It wasn't up for long, and we didn't manipulate it at all, so we should be good. We should be good. It's moving right along. Ryan Thorpe, 3D printing nerd, when is the Voron build coming? Working on it. Ty from Voron Foundation, Voron Group, Voron something. Ty reached out and said they had ideas, and so I can't wait to hear about those ideas. I think building a Voron would be fun. It's just one of those things where I want to make sure I have the parts needed. I know where to get those. I know Jason at LDO and Dave at Printed Solid combined forces to make Voron kits. I got to learn about the process. I got to learn about the machines, and I have to like allocate the time. But I think that would be fun. And so let's say I do actually get that Voron build going. Would you want to see that as multiple streams and have a real-time representation of the process, or could I split this up into multiple videos? Personally, I would like to go the video route, just because anytime I'm doing something that takes time and I am streaming it, it takes longer. Longer. Metroid Mama. Missed that cute Sean guy, though. Oh, me too. Gosh. More of him. He's got to move back to Seattle first. Aaron F., there are so many options for Voron, you don't need specific parts. Okay. Paper packs, multiple streams. Oh. Did you? It kind of... Video route. Okay. J1 Philly, what is a Voron? And here's another video. Yeah. A Voron is a DIY 3D printer kit that builds yourself a very high performance 3D printer. I don't know of another way to say it other than that. Oh, Hawk 1966. How's it going? Videos. Okay. Jordan F. Stop with $2. Again, recommendation, first resin print, only have clear resin. You know what's cool? Any of the Wexter mini figures and print it in a clear resin and then put an LED light under it. And sometimes that creates cool effects. And then you can paint certain parts of it and leave some of the clear parts open, and then you can have some neat light effects there too. Jeff's 3D Corner. Howie Mandel, glove over head bit. It's funny. PJ, what is your favorite model to print? That's a really good question, because if I'm dialing something in, like if I'm missing a super chat. What in the heck? Favorite model is going to be a Chuck Hellebuck calibration cube, unless it's a Wexter Mini Joel or a Safety Joel in parts. There's a phone stand I like. I like the Happy Pilot Girl. Yeah. Sambino 107 with a tenner. That's 2 5s. Hey Joel, good question. Why would Octoprint not let my printer in X1 print? It stabilizes temperatures, then just sits there idle. Thanks in advance. That's a really good question. I'm not really up on all the radness that is the Octoprint and how it interfaces with the Artillery Sidewinder X1. Let's see. It could be, does the console on Octoprint show you anything? Is it in a pause state, or can you type in the G code for resume to see if it's just waiting? If it's able to heat it up, you know that it's receiving the G code commands, and so there's just something being sent. There's either something missing, or something being sent that stops it, or there's something being sent that it doesn't understand, and it just kills it. So I would check the G code that it's trying to send to the machine and just make sure it's correct. Like if there's an errant comment, or if for some reason something isn't commented out that should be, maybe it's pooping itself. Maybe. Bañuelos. I hope I got that. What is the optimal room for a resin printer? Does it need to be super ventilated like my room or a garage? Boy, that's a good question. So an optimal room for a resin-based 3D printer is something that can be vented. So whether it's a small room with a window or a large room with a window or a small room with no window but a filter solution. So you could, something like this, you could put it within a container, an enclosure, and then you could get like a BOFA filter and actually it would be safe. The problem is, I mean, that and this, it's gonna be kind of loud, so I guess it would work. I don't know, put it in a room that you can get some sort of ventilation to, whether that's opening a window or turning on a fan. You need ventilation and you need a way of getting that room air out of that room and exchanged with good air. So whatever room provides that, that's the way to go. 3D Print Labs, Aussie 5. That's Labs with a Z or Z. Hi, Joel from Australia. First time catching a 3DPN live stream. Thanks for all of the awesome content you create. And sunglasses, smiley. Well, thank you, 3D Print Labs. That's really kind of you. I hope one day to take the team to Australia and do a collaboration with Maker's Muse in person. That's my goal. Gurgly Molnar with 1,000 huff. I don't know what a huff is, but there's 1,000 of them, so that sounds awesome. Oh, they're Hungarian. High five from Hungary. After the curing, I have a thin layer on the print which can be easily scratched by a nail. Do you have any idea? Yes. So when you have a resin print and you are washing it, if you're just agitating the print within your cleaning solution, you're not actually getting all of the uncured resin off of your model. It's a really good idea to go to a store and get one of those really cheap children's mechanical toothbrushes or electric toothbrushes, or if you have a spare one that you don't use, something like that. So what you can do, get some gloves, and while it's in the solution, use the toothbrush, turn it on, and go over the model. You want to actually physically touch the model with the toothbrush. You want to scrub the surface lightly, but while it's still in solution. Then cure it. Then you're going to not have that layer on there. I'm not 100% sure that's the issue, but I'm willing to bet that's probably it. Because if you seriously print two of the same thing, clean one, and then clean one, but use the toothbrush method to scrub it. Cure them both, and then do the fingernail test, and that will tell you if that's your issue. Yeah, there we go. Boy, how is everybody? We are on layer 183. 183 layers. Richard Paul, where can I buy filaments? Well, let's see. It depends. Right now, I would recommend going to Printed Solid, talking with Dave. The Jesse PLA filament line is wonderful. Protopasta makes really good filaments as well. So does Atomic. They make really good filaments. Greengate has wonderful recycled PET G. Repcord actually has some really cool different colors that he can offer. Matter Hacker's build series is decent, and it's also low cost as well. Who am I missing? I know there's like Color Fab and Filamentum and Polyalchemy and, I mean, Amazon Basics. You have a lot of choices out there for filaments. Builder's Mark, beverage time. That's why you're my friend. Listen, grab your beverage. Take a moment, grab your beverage. Because today was difficult, and we deserve some time to chill. So whether it's for caffeination, whether it's for hydration, a toast to a wonderful, relaxing evening. Sláinte. Thanks, Builder's Mark. I needed that. Eugene Gilly, in all caps. Where can I buy an Ender 3 in Western Washington? Check Craigslist. As far as I know, there are no stores, no brick and mortar stores within the Seattle area that sell 3D printers or filaments. And so I had this. So listen, this actually brings me to a great point, and I'm gonna change the color here. I'm gonna go pink. Just everybody, pink. Cool. I had an idea. So just bear with me. Bear with me. My gloves keep farting. I'm sorry. Someone asked me, someone local, someone in a few towns away, who I've known for a while, said a friend of theirs in their friend group got themselves a 3D printer for Christmas. And it's a young person, and they were wondering where they could buy filament. And I'm like, you're really out of luck, because I don't think there are any local places that sell filaments. Jordan F. Stop. Fry's has resin. Okay, well, I didn't know that. I didn't know that. And yeah, there is no Micro Center here. Everybody usually says Micro Center. So I had an idea. I mean, I have a lot of machines, and I have a lot of filaments, and I know enough. What if I had, just off the top of my head, what if I had a showroom? So Aaron York, Fry's has filament too. The Fry's near me does not. I've looked, and I looked. They didn't have any last time I went. Our Fry's is kind of run down. But what if I had a showroom, and I could have some printers on display? But what if it could be a place where I could order in some filaments, right? I could order in some filaments and then sell them. I could be, I don't want to, like a reseller, I guess. I could try to be a filament reseller, but there's nothing like that in Washington. And a showroom so people could see cool stuff, because I have a lot of cool stuff, but also then people could buy cool stuff. My wife texts me, I don't have time. Well, that's true. That's true. But what if I expanded? Joseph Lambert, you'd come by. Well, great. I hope you would. I hope a lot of people would. So what if, well, I mean, what if I could open up a 3D printing nerd storefront? And I mean, it wouldn't be like a Micro Center. It wouldn't be a Fry's. I could carry very specific lines of things, and then it could just be there. And it's not like it would have to be open 24/7, right? But I think I could provide an interesting service where if someone wanted to buy filament and it was off hours, or if there was something specific, or something like that, I could leverage my name in the industry to be able to help people. I'm not looking to make a giant amount of money off of this, but the idea being, if a filament, like let's say Dave from Printed Solid wanted to have 200 spools of filament available here, and then I could sell them for him, or I don't know. What if I could become the Pacific Northwest filament provider solution? Like it's in its infancy, this idea. But I was just trying to think, that person that reached out to me had a really good question. Really good question about wanting filament. Where could I get some? I just got a new machine. I want to get some filament. It's like, well, you have these multiple sites, and you can put an order, and it'll take you 2 days typically to get here. And I was like, I'm 45 minutes away. Do you want to just drive up and get some filament? And they're like, no, we don't need to do that. But I mean, that's almost what we're talking about. Let's see. Jordan F. Stop with a $5 coming in from someone who just wants a localish based store, even a slight upsell on resin and certain FDM selling, I wouldn't be all that over that plus online. I think that's it, right? That's kind of what I'm thinking. It would be an interesting way to help grow the community and to make product available, but without having to open a giant retail store or worry about markups. It's just an idea. JS380 with a $5. I'd come to Seattle just to buy filament from you. I would welcome you with open arms. As safe as that could be, Jay. But anyway, that's kind of an idea I was cooking up for 2021. It would be really interesting to be able to help uplift the community and make things available. And I don't know. I'm just thinking, just off the top of my head. So that's an idea. That is an idea. So anyway, I will find out if there's a way I can make this happen. And if anything like this ever happens, obviously, I'll let you know. Attila with a $5. I would love an M&M store-like filament showroom where you see the full palette in huge columns. If it's a maker space, not just show, even better. Well, right. DeWitt, Canadian 673. Are you... I don't got nothing for that. Canadian high five, Joel. Got to go get some sleep. Long day tomorrow. Good night. Good night, man. Have a good one. Kyle Paul, $4.99. Are you out of your mind? I've been playing around with this idea for quite a few months, and I think there's a great opportunity here in the Northwest for this. Right. Right. Phil Nolan, would you sell resin too? Probably. I mean, listen. Here's the use case, right? Imagine, just take a moment. Imagine you're in your garage. You have 3-second cover, Canadian fiber. If the border were open, we would drive from Canada. See, I think this is fun. So let's say you have digital fabrication tools. Let's say it's 10 o'clock at night, let's just say, and you need a specific color PLA to do something. Right? This is the sort of thing that I want to, this is the kind of problem that I want to provide a solution for. Or if what if an educational facility, once we're all back in person teaching, but what if they needed something as well? So it's a way to make sure stuff is available. Andrew Rogers, $9.99. Are you out of your mind? I'm saying that. I had a thought to open a makerspace with a small retail component to sell parts, printers, and supplies. Yes, I think that's it. It's very makerspacey, but it's less makerspacey and more consignment retail. Yeah. Ryan Thorpe, 3D printing nerd, filament / weed shop. I guess it's legal here. I mean, you got to do something with your time while you're waiting for your print to finish. Clayton Smith, get an LLC in a home business, apply for the 5K grant for having a home business, sell filament, hire kids for home business, take the free deduction, put it into Roth IRA for the kids. Clayton, it's a great idea, but here's the thing, right? I technically have a home-based business, right? I mean, I'm in a studio. It's an office. It's 1,000 there. This is a 1,000 square foot former massage business. There's actually stains on the floor. It's wonderful. But, I rent this. It's technically a home-based business, but I rent this, I lease it, and this is where 90% of my stuff is. My wife will probably tell me it's more like 70, but, it's a lot of stuff. And, yeah. It's just interesting, right? Because this is where my stuff is. So I have a home-based business. I mean, I can do this kind of stuff, but I don't want people coming to my house to buy filament. Uncle Ron, WE3D shop. Weed. That's funny. That's really, really funny. Builder's Mark, $5.99. Joel with a long trench coat and a deep voice, meeting on a corner. Dude, you wanna buy some filament? Yeah. Honestly, listen. I mean, just if this works, and I have filament and I have resin, I think a small corner of this place will have bulk candy. Bulk candy. "3D Print Labs, 17 into 18-hour print, and you run out of filament, you run over to the 3DPN store to buy some more." See? There we go. Ryan Pillay, what is the best printer? This is a wonderful question, and I'm glad you've asked it, because the best printer is the one that works, is configured, has the filament loaded you want to print with, and is right there for you. That's the best printer, right there. Whether it's a Prusa, any cubic resin, FDM, Delta printer, Gmax size, the sign printer, whether it's any of those, really the best printer, the absolute best printer is the one you know. You can just slice a file, put it in there, and go. That's the best. So for me, right now, it's my Daedalus at home, because like my office chair is here and I can turn around and start stuff on it. And it's connected to Wi-Fi, so I just send the G-code to it, and it's loaded with the filament I love to use. And so right now, for me, that's my best printer. Teresa, ooh, I want the candies. See, bulk candies. Bulk candies. You know where you have to scoop it and put it in a bag? I think it'd be fun. PJ, 3D printing nerd, 15 minutes into brainstorming, it goes from a 3D supply store to a candy store. I know, and we haven't even begun to talk of cheese yet. Joel looks at watch. Wife said no. It's true, she did. For works, if you can't be with the printer you love, then love the printer you're with. Oh, that's sweet. Sean Wadler, you could sell shoelace licorice on empty spools. Oh my gosh, that is brilliant. Kyle Paul, $4.99. Are you out of your mind? I think too, having a Genius bar for scheduled help and repairs would be amazing, and would love to be a part of this. Oh well, I mean, if this ever, listen, if this ever gets past the ideation stage, the next thing to do is to like formalize it and then hire people, circulate it within the area, and we make it go. So this is strictly pre-ideation. This is pre-alpha. But I like the cut of your jib. Pagan Wizard with a $5. That's a high five. I'm new to 3D printing and just got an Ender 5+. What are some good choices for software to run it? Well, let's see. So if by software to run it, you mean slicing software, then Cura and Idea Maker and Prusa Slicer. Those are 3 slicers that are all free and all are wonderful slicing programs to be able to slice the models for it. I know Idea Maker has the profile library online, and you can download profiles that people have made, and someone may have made the Ender 5 for it. Prusa Slicer is starting to add some Creality machines to it, and so you might actually have the Ender 5 in there. I'm not sure, I haven't checked lately. Cura, I think, well, Creality Slicer, which is based on Cura, probably has Ender 5 profiles in it. So there you go. Let's see. Practical printing could always get this started in a food truck. Oh my gosh, I could have a website that have a schedule published. Well, food truck, like there's food trucks in the area, and there's a pub nearby, and there's always a food truck outside that pub from like 6 to 9 p.m. So what if I just hung out, I moved my filament truck outside the bars and pubs and just opened up with printer supplies. Maybe that's not the best idea. I don't know. Practical printing. Oh, did Mike remind us? That's right. Thanks to Elegoo for sponsoring the live stream. I appreciate that. They're making it possible for me to do this tonight and have a chat with you. I did promise you a Q&A, and we're Qing, and we're Aing. Aing? Whatever. But listen, smash that like button, or like that smash button, or smash the smash button. For caffeination, for hydration. There we go. Alex, you could drive around delivering filament. Oh, you know, okay, here's the interesting thing. And this, oh my gosh. So if you've heard of Mr. Beast, I hope. Mr. Beast has Mr. Beast Burger. And he has 300 restaurants around the US. When he launched it with that video he did, they're not actual restaurants. They're what are called ghost restaurants. They're essentially industrial kitchens that have ingredients for a set menu, and then they're only delivering via food delivery services. And so Uber Eats or the other ones, I can't remember. But what if instead of ghost kitchens, what if we had ghost supply rooms, and there was stock on hand, and it used the food delivery network, like the Uber Eats. What if it registered as a restaurant, and the menu had product, and then you could order it and it would be delivered to you? Right? Would that work? Like, as long everything came with candy, so it was essentially you're ordering the candy. The candy was the food, and I don't know, would it work? Zoot with a $5. What's the largest print you've ever printed? All at once, it's probably the tombstone we did for the Halloween episode, and in parts, it's going to be the OpenRCF1 car. It's pretty big. Yeah. Joseph Cava with a $5. Fill it by drone. Yes. I like that idea. Alex Shepard, Amazon. Well, yeah, but I don't know. Uber filament, see? I gotta label it non-edible. Yeah, it's to be like Amazon. Well, Amazon Fresh, though, doesn't always deliver within the time frame, right? I mean, I don't know. That's an interesting idea. Yeah, you could get bulk candy. Huh. But if you used the food delivery network to deliver supplies. Huh. Sort of smarter with a 2. Instead of Uber Eats, you have filament treats. Oh my gosh. Did we just name the business? Dave Randolph. Joel's idea just sounds like a printed solid, but with extra steps. That's amazing. Well, I mean, it would just be the printed solid West Coast, right? Aaron F., please not Haribo. No. No. It would just be Milk Duds. Joseph Lambert, more like what Prime Now did. Yes, Prime Now. Or back in the day in Seattle, there was a delivery service called Cosmo.com. And it's when I worked for the Experience Music Project in Seattle. And Cosmo.com was like you could order lunch, whether it was from a restaurant or they had like frozen meals that you could order and they would deliver it. Or they had stuff like DVD players. It was weird, but it was awesome because some bike messenger would just bring you your food. It just seems, we bring that back. I miss that. Chris J. Davis, $49.99. Are you out of your mind? Love your work, man. That's it. That's the comment. Thanks, Chris J. Davis. I like your comment. That's the comment. That's amazing. Wow, thank you. That is a lot of milkshakes. That is a lot of milkshakes, so we'll have to get some milkshakes after this. I mean, it's only 10:30. Hey, Paul Cumber. How have you been, man? Pietro Bossi, good morning from Seattle. Well, technically, I mean, you said good morning from Italy, so I'd be like good evening from the United States. But I mean, if I say Seattle, you know where I'm at. Pietro, what town are you in? I'm curious now. Ryan Thorpe votes for Twizzlers, and yeah, Twizzlers are good. Twizzlers are strawberry, and red vines are cherry. See? Ryan Pillay, should I get the cheapest printer? I don't know. It depends on what it is. It depends. Maybe? I don't know. I'm gonna check on the print. How we doing? We are at layer 340. We're humming right along. We're gonna have us some rooks. I mean, obviously, before this finishes, I'll have to go get the rinse and cure station and a slap mat and just kind of put it right there. Yeah. The Professor, oh, Starbursts are good. Starbursts are really good. Paul Cumber, any snow by you? Not here. Not here. We're in the lowlands. If you go up towards the mountain, lots of snow. People are already skiing and stuff. Uncle Jesse, look at that sexy nerd machine. Sexy machine nerd. I mean, hey, dude. Anytime I do a resin thing, Uncle Jesse's on it. I love that dude. It's like a brother. Hey, let's collaborate. Uncle Jesse, you and me, let's collaborate on something where we accomplish a task and we split up and we release a video on each other's channel at the same time. Let's do that. I like that idea. That's fun. Also, Clayton, it's like 1:30, man. Paul Graff, I'm from Austria. It's 7:30 a.m. and waiting for homeschooling. Oh, okay. Well, I mean, I hope you have a wonderful morning, and I hope I don't interrupt too much of your school. Oh, man. Oob Accelerator. Boy, that's a lot. Are the rinse and cure stations good enough on the rinse side? That's a good question. It's really going to depend on the geometry of your model and how intricate it is. So the rinse and cure, the rinse stuff is going to get in there, right? It'll try to get in there. It'll agitate it around. Nothing beats an electric toothbrush, though. Maybe on a bigger print, you could get the electric toothbrush out, but on smaller prints, probably doesn't. The rinse works well. Cure. It's interesting because the wash and cure typically has a strip of LEDs on one side and then it rotates it around. If the cure part had a mirror-lined cover over it to at least bounce around the UV light, that'd be better, I think. I think it would. Austin L, favorite option for multicolor material prints. I'm gonna have to hand it to my friend Bill Steele with the 3D Chameleon. That's gonna be my favorite. I haven't had the chance to use it yet though, but I will soon because we're gonna outfit one of my Prusa Mini with a 3D Chameleon. It's gonna be awesome. Jordan F. Stop with another 2. Just a thanks. Go Cougs. You know, I'm in Seattle, man. Way more UW fans here. Although my wife's cousin went to Wazoo, I think. Yeah. Loving the industrial look with that big pipe back there. Oh yeah. Oh, you know, DeWitt said something about it too. So usually, that wall over there, is the wall that's behind me, and I've got a light up on it. And so right now what I do, I have the LED light just under my butt. I could actually sit on it. And it's, I cleaned off this pipe because we have a pipe, and I put some prints up there. Yeah, it's kind of cool. I've got, let's see, I got this. Ah, it's crazy. That's not too terrible, is it? Oh, you know what I could do? Let's see, don't trip a breaker, don't trip a breaker. There we go. Okay, so let's see if I do this. It's like a hair light. That's terrible. That's terrible. Why'd you guys have me do that? A little bit? No, it's still terrible. Okay. Anyway. Alan Flett, can you use camembert instead of resin? Camembert. Oh, camembert. Oh, it's a cheese! That's okay. CPO98, I also really like the new set, or well, backdrop. Good, I kind of like it too. So Sean will find this interesting because I'm backed up pretty close to the shelf, but with this LED, I get some separation because it's colored behind me. I need new glasses, A, but B, I could probably move the lights that are just like right there. And then behind the camera, there is tons of room. Tons of room, Sean. Tons of room. Tons of room. Chris Hulagraki, I want to say thanks for your review on the CR6 SE. I just got it today and now doing small projects for my store I own. Well, that's great. I'm glad yours works. Some people had some that didn't work, including me. So I'm just glad yours works. That's fantastic. Teresa's asking for the blue light, and Teresa's a wonderful person. So Teresa, you get the blue light. Here we go. It's a good blue. I like it. I like it. Stranger, it's a bit flickery with LEDs. Oh, is it? I think I can change that in the camera settings. I think. I don't know. Sean, yeah, you won't trip. And when Sean was back, he can figure it out. I did back a Kickstarter that gets me autofocus on this camera. Right now it doesn't. The lights could slowly fade. I've got to fade. Well, how about this? Let's see. Let's do that. That's too fast. Oh, I see the flickering. That's terrible. Okay. We'll fix that. Shutter speed? I'm at I don't remember what shutter speed I'm at. I just poked it for focus. We are at layer 394. 394. That's not bad. Little Tom. Joel, if you're thinking makerspace and a mini 3D printer farm, could perhaps tap into Wargaming Miniatures Market. Would a vacuum chamber be worthwhile to remove bubbles before printing en masse? You're talking about resin, right? Resin removing the bubbles. I've never had bubbles be an issue. There were bubbles when I poured it into here. but I don't know. I know obviously having air within the resin isn't a good thing, so I don't know the answer to that. I'm really sorry. Teresa, no more seizure sauce. I tried. I didn't know it was going to go that fast, and I shut it down. We are at layer 401. 401 out of 1,000. 401 out of 1,000. That's not bad. It's moving. Remember, maybe I can't. Let's see. Bottom layer is 5. Bottom exposure. Normal exposure. So it's doing 2-second exposures. 2-second exposures. And honestly, just what? There's really nothing to see. We're now at layer 405. RC Maniac, I'm sorry. Zygic Gaming, what is the Calic at your place? I don't know what Calic is. You're gonna have to help me out on that one. JD is for you with a 2. I won Filament 1 Red Pet G. Thanks. First print idea. Oh, let's see if it's red. You could do a 3D Maker Noob or a Breaks and Makes. A Joe, a mini Joe. He likes red. Or something from Ivan Miranda, maybe a wrench. That seems red. That's a good red. Oh, and Teresa suggests a temp tower. Sure. I mean, if you want to go that route, that would work. I wonder what else I could show you. What else is cool around here that I have? You know, hey, you know what? I'll go get. You want to see the sign from the sign printer? I can get that. Yeah, that sign, right? Here we go. Yeah, this will be. There we go. So this is from that sign printer, and I did this. Boy, it's hard to see. There it is. Hey! But it looks cool. Charles Winthrop, $2. How do you feel about marshmallows? They go good in my hot chocolate. Well, here, let's, you know, might be able to get you guys some good views on those layers. What do you say? Nope, that's not going to work very well. I apologize. Dang it. But anyway, you know what? We did this. We had this time. So this is the A, and these are Repcord filaments. It looks like there's, this is the interesting thing about that sign printer. It's very specific in its purpose, and like I see some ghosting. But it's really a big deal because it's not going to get in the way of the function of the print. Ooh, I can hear it popping off the FEP plate. Also, the skirt dives in every little bit, and that becomes the brim. Here, wait. You know, what if I bring it up here? Can you see it? Whew. Maybe if I do that. There we go. Yeah, it's an A. If Sean was here, I wouldn't have a problem showing this off. 3-second cover, Canadian 5. Hey? Hey, Joel, your channel is the reason my wife allowed 6 printers in my house, haha, and spawned my YouTube channel. Many thanks. Well, 3-second cover, is that it? I'm curious now. My email is somewhere. Tag me on Twitter with your channel. I really want to see your channel now. David Hoffman. Hey, Joel, do you think you could 3D print a working chainsaw? Ooh. Like, are we talking the chain too? Or just like the parts and using a metal chain? Now I don't know. Dana's RC. Uncle Jesse, the uncle I love, but I never met. Aw. Builder's Mark. Oh, the loyal sign. I haven't had a chance to open that up yet and put it into Flash Add. I'm going to, though. Flash Add's weird. So I have a 49-inch curved display, and Flash Add is a program that loads up, and it's always like 80% of the width and 80% of the height of your screen. So even though my screen is this wide, the app is this wide, and you're not allowed to change the size. So that's bad. So I just kind of gave up playing with it for now. But I have what you sent, and I will take a look at it, I promise. AT's deleted account. That's okay. That's a fun name. Oh, excuse me. Metal 3D printer. I've seen them. There was one close by, or kind of like in town 40 minutes south. That was a metal, it deposited metal and sand, and then you would bake it in a kiln and it would form the metal piece, which was kind of cool. And at Siemens in Görlitz, Germany, I was able to see their metal 3D printers, and that was fun. I don't have one, though. Not yet. Oh, that's right. Oh, people talk about Adobe Flash. Yeah, Flash is no more. Ooh, I can hear it just popping off that FEP sheet. Going quick. Wow, okay. Well, anyway, hey. I don't know where to put it. I'll put it right over here. Oh, funny story. I don't know if it's funny. So the lease I have for this studio, the electricity is included with the lease. So obviously that's very advantageous for someone like myself who uses a fair amount of electricity to power machines that make things. But the gas would be something I would have to pay for. So the AC is electric, the heater is gas. So instead of paying for gas, what I do is on my streaming PC right there, I'm currently using the GPU to mine Ethereum, the cryptocurrency Ethereum, and the heat that it generates spits out into this 1,000 square foot room, and it heats it. So by mining Ethereum, I'm heating my studio and keeping it warm during the winter, and I just thought that was kind of fun. Ryan Thorpe, 3D printer, where is the massive 3DPN sign? Like, you mean on the sign printer? I haven't had it that long. Give me time, man. I gotta do that. Hawk 1966, good to always see you, my friend. Have a safe and wonderful, relaxing evening. RC Maniac, you may make more money mining Bitcoin, but can you mine Bitcoin via GPU? I don't have any ASIC miners. If you go to whattomine.com, it says Ethereum is the highest paying one at this point for GPU mining, and so that's why I'm just mining that. Might as well just, you know, make a little money while I'm heating my place, right? PJ, what do you think about XYO and the Coin app? I don't know what the coin app. I use Coinbase. Coinbase. I don't know about the coin app. JT, Ripple went up today. Oh, interesting. I didn't know that. Alex, how does cryptocurrency work? I don't know. It has to do with the blockchain. But a lot of people use that as a buzzword. Your computer is doing a bunch of complex calculations to find solutions, and those solutions exist in the blockchain, and it's just a digital way of keeping records of stuff, and then people assign value to that. I think. I could be way wrong. Data's RC, why would you not move away from Seattle? I love Seattle. And the kids here, they have their friends here, and families here, you know, that sort of thing. Teresa, oh, Dogecoin. Dogecoin is over a penny, which is insane. Just insane. Huh. Chris J. Davis, be careful with Coinbase. The way they handle accounts isn't great. Okay, I will keep that in mind. Mine Ethereum from your phone. Okay, I'll have to look at that. Live Network with a $5. High five. You're on the right path for mining. GPU mining does not pay well for Bitcoin. Okay, well, good. Well, plus, I'm using it to heat the place, right? I mean, I want to make, you know, maximum dollar for my computational time, but at the same time, I'm just heating the place. Beefalo Bart, I lived in Bremerton, Washington, back in the 70s. Oh, that's where all the Navy ships are, man. In fact, there was in Bremerton, there was the Bremerton Bowl, which was a concert venue, and that's where 107.7 The End had their End Fest concerts, and I would go and watch bands perform. It was awesome. It was awesome. Little Tom, going to go over your Frozen Transform vids again, Joel. I don't have any Frozen Transform vids. I would suggest Uncle Jesse. He's got some Frozen Transform videos. He would be the one to have a look at that. BCK000, in college I had the chance to buy Bitcoin for $1.50. That's unfortunate, and I'm sorry. Builder's Mark, it's crazy that the GPU generates that much heat. Yeah. Well, also, I think it's a function of the insulation. So I think the studio is insulated fairly well, and the heat that's put into it lasts here a while. So it helps. It's not like it heats it to 85 degrees. It's probably 68 degrees Fahrenheit. Not bad. Without that, it would probably be upper 50s, lower 60s. So, I mean, we're not talking a tremendous amount, but we're talking enough to make it comfortable. Matthew D'Souza, is there an ideal tolerance for 3D printing? I've heard 0.5. That's actually a really good question. So with tolerance and clearance, it really depends on your 3D printer. And there are tolerance tests that you can print that will gradually, or it'll print a set of things. Maker's Muse has these, where it'll print a thing that has a 0.5 millimeter clearance, and then 0.4, 0.3, 0.2, 0.15, 0.1, stuff like that. And then you can fine tune your printer to that to get to the lowest one. So I hope that makes sense. Jordan F. Stop with 2. Didn't know you were Seattle born, raised. Bremelos. Yeah, man. Pacific Northwest native, man. Native. John Kinsey, start up all the printers you have. That will get you some heat. Actually, when I had, let's see, I had the G-Max going, and I had the 2 CraftBots going, and those were like 7/9 day prints. So those were putting off some serious heat. Like the heated bed on the G-Max at 18 inches by 18 inches, I believe uses 800 watts of power, which is a lot, and it converts that to a bunch of heat. So it got a little toasty in here. Like there's been times where, you know, a little sweat would drip. Sort of smarter. How many GPU heaters? Just one. Just one. I mean, that's all I need, right? Hey, we're over 500. We are halfway done. That's not bad. Builder's Mark, that's still a good heat dissipation versus size of GPU. Hey, Nigel. Yeah, so I'm running, this is a Titan V that I've borrowed from a friend. And, yeah, it does all the work. So, I mean, it's just running. I mean, it's not running now because I'm streaming. Jeez. Philip Kupferman, do you still have the 3D print pancake printer? No, I sent that to... I sent one to Alex at Protopasta because I bought two. And I sent one to Matt when he was with Printed Solid, I think. And then after that, I wasn't into the pancake printing anymore. I thought it was cool, but, you know, it's pancakes. Typically when I want pancakes, I want a lot and I want them really fast. Oh, where'd someone said, Mysterion. Joel, have you tried virtual reality yet? I have. We have a PlayStation VR. I had an Oculus Rift, and then I sold that, and I got the Quest, the Oculus Quest, the wireless one. That's the Quest, right? Yeah, I got one of those. And I play Beat Saber and Pistol Whip. And I don't know if there's nothing else I really play. I'm trying to think. No, I don't think. I don't get a chance to play that much. I should play that more. Teresa, if you're hungry, get yourself some pancakes. Beefalo Bart, did you prep the FEP before printing? I didn't. I didn't do anything like that. And it's not always, so some people, I know Chris at Level 52, he said you should put some PTFE lube on the FEP. Just put a little bit and rub it in, and that provides the ability for the part to release easily. Some people use Rain-X, I think, on it. And I don't know. I don't know what the best option is, but I did try putting PTFE lube or 3-in-1 oil, or what is it? I don't know, something. I did one of those things. I put it in the Phenom Noir, and it didn't make a lick of difference. So, yeah, I didn't do anything. Teresa, broken stove, so no pancakes. That's terrible. I'm sorry. Now, I love the Oculus Quest. It's fun. It's a lot of fun. Oh yeah, Sean, I have a Quest 2 in the box. That's true. I have a Quest 2. I bought one of those and it's still in the box. I just haven't taken it out yet. 3-second cover. Does this Mars have a carbon filter? It is. Yes, it's an activated carbon or HEPA or it's something. There is a filter back there. I don't smell anything, like zero. I don't even smell myself. I smell nothing. D. Verfelschmied. Oh, jeez. D. Verf. Werfelschmiede. Werfelschmiede? Oh, boy. For our SL1, use silicone spray on the FEP, but I sprayed on a paper towel and rubbed that on the film. Okay. That might work. I mean, I'm always willing to try stuff like that. I have a really cool bed adhesion trick that someone recommended that I'm gonna try on the big printer. I just have to scrape off all the crap that's on the bed first, and then I'm gonna try it. And I will film it, and we will find out if it's an actual good trick. Practical printing streamed just at 2 hours. Has it just been 2 hours? Is that it? Incendium. No, I did not lose my sense of smell. I'm just saying, I don't smell anything from here, and I'm freshly showered, so I don't smell anything from here. Robert Hutchings, what is the difference in curing times on a mono machine versus multicolor LCD? Great question. So when you're using a standard LCD and not a mono LCD, you're looking at anywhere between 4 and 8 seconds per layer, typically. For a mono LCD, you're looking at 1 to 2 seconds per layer, typically. Kind of cool. Have you seen the 3D printer that prints with edible chocolate? Yes. There's the Cocoa Press. Is that what we're talking about? I also had the Magic Candy Factory, and that printed in candy. And it was gummy candy from the UK. It was really good, but I had to send that back too. Chip Builds. Oh, I forgot you were going to stream tonight. I'm sorry. I mean, I'll keep going. Got a little bit of time left here. We're at layer 551 out of 1,000. I chose a long print, apparently. I apologize, but I promised you a Q&A and talk of cheese. So we're in the midst of a Q&A, which is fantastic. Cheese. Cheese. Ryan Thorpe, I do not. I promise you. Practical printing. The sealed lid and filters on the Mars 2 Pro do a good job of containing odors. See, Chris has one. You can trust Chris. Theodore Churchill, do you have the wash kit? I do not. I have a wash kit. I don't have the wash kit. Alan Shikori, we are printing the Rook. So there's the Rook with the little doorway and the spiral staircase. We're printing that out. You know, I gotta, here, hold on, because this could be cool. So someone, I think it was Sovol? Oh my gosh, I can hear the neighbors. Look at this. This is the Sovol resin curing machine. Let's get this out of the box. Man, it was put in the closet. It's actually Pooch's fault. So when he was up here and we did that 11 filaments and 9 3D printers using the rep box, Pooch stuck some stuff in the closet to get it out of the way. And unfortunately, this was one of those things. So I just plumb forgot about it. And I apologize. And it's got a lot of tape. Not in a good way. Yeah, exactly. Hashtag blame Pooch. N. Olson, bonus unboxing. I love it. The Sovol 3D curing machine. Cool. Let's find out. Oh, yeah. Thanks, Mike, for reminding me. Elegoo is the one that's the ones that have sponsored the stream because they wanted me to take a look at the Mars 2 Pro and show it to you. It's full of cardboard. Or not cardboard. It's full of styrofoam. Okay. 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 That's for later Joel to pick up. Oh, okay. This is one of those... So, I believe how this works. This is going to have a platform that is UV activated. So then you put this over it, you turn it on, and then it spins it. Okay. And inside it's got LEDs right here and right here. Why are we blaming Pooch? See Galvin 717. Later Joel hates now Joel. That's true. Okay, let's see if I can. Where's my? Where's the plug-in? Wait. This is so difficult. Oh, yes, okay. So this is interesting. Okay, goes in here. Ooh. Look at that. Oh, and then see, this starts to turn. So then you put that, and then you would hit start. Oh, and look at it, it's got a little window. How amazing. Anyway. Okay, well now we've got a curing chamber for our prints. Now we're cooking with gas. Later, Joel. Later, Joel. Okay. Zoot, I have an Elegoo Mercury coming in. Ooh, that's exciting. That's kind of really exciting, actually. Where are we at? We're at 600 layers. We're so close. Non-fam. Later, Joel. Joel loved both Joel when he got his milkshake. That is correct. Oh, milkshakes are going to be good. Mystery on smooth PLA with the resin. Oh, that's an interesting idea. So if you paint on the resin and then hit it with a UV light, it's going to harden, but it's going to... Is it self-leveling against the layers on the PLA then? Or the print? That's... Huh. That's an interesting idea. I'm like... Okay, I like that. Alex Swavely, Seattle's Greenwood neighborhood has a hockey bar that serves real poutine. Oh, wow. Okay, I'm in. We're getting there. V-Red, I'm going to fall asleep to the stream. Go to sleep. Good night. Do 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 do. I don't know any good time song, good night songs, but there you go. Michael Kessler, smooth on XTC 3D, which is it's just a resin, right? It's an epoxy resin that you brush on. Oh, Incendium, Tom 3D tried smoothing FDM with resin. How did it go? I don't remember that. Oh, it worked okay. I guess I just had to wait for your next message. Makes sense. Slow mode. Oh, excuse me. Robert Hudgings. Joel, Creality makes a camera mod for their wash and cure station to, for 3D scanning. Okay, that's kind of interesting. Huh. I like that. It's a good way. BCKs came here for Joel's lullabies. Old Germanstein, just showed up. Do you know anything about crypto and how to get it? Go to whattomine.com. That'll give you an idea of, based on your hardware, what you should mine to get the most profit. And then you can download an application to do the mining on your computer. Hey, Loyal. Okay, so Loyal, let's see. We talked about, I opened the stream saying it's going to be nice and chill. We had a lot of stuff going on today, and we weren't going to have any of that here. We were just going to have a chill stream. We're going to get this out of the box, and we're going to have a Q&A while it prints. And so we're in the middle of the Q&A now. I talked about my eye condition and why I need $200 eye drops that are coming in tomorrow. And then Joe from Project R3, he sent me $100, and he said, here's half of it. That was amazing. This is the Mars 2 Pro. Got it out of the box rather quickly. We're using the Elegoo resin. Let's see, I homed it, or I leveled it to the FEP sheet, and we are printing the 2 rooks that come on the USB stick. I got the Sovol curing station out, and let's see, we've toasted a few times with my energy drink. We talked cryptocurrency because the electricity is included in the lease, but gas is not, and the heater is gas. So rather than pay for gas, I use my PC when I'm not here to mine Ethereum, and the GPU spits out heat, which heats my studio. So there we go. Alex, what kind of profit can you get from cryptocurrency? Well, it really depends on what you're mining and the hash rate you've got going on your card. But with the price of Ethereum right now, I can typically get about $4 to $5 a day. So it's like, so the computer, the GPU heat from doing all those computations is heating my studio, and I get $5 in cryptocurrency, which, you know, it'll sit in my wallet. But then essentially, since I buy a coffee a lot of days, and it's roughly $5 after tips and stuff, so it's just, it all kind of works out. So there we go. Whew. Theodore Churchill, I use a dual 2080 or an Antminer. Yeah, I mean, obviously, if you have an ASIC machine, they're really, really good. I used to have an Antminer L3 Plus for Litecoin, and then that was years ago. I ended up selling it or giving it away or something. It was just too loud. Guess I should have kept it. I've been trying to find a 3090, not for crypto mining, but I've been trying to find one because I want to build out a new editing PC at home. I have a 1070, and it is it's an Intel Core i7 machine. It's starting to show its age, especially with the footage from the Blackmagic Pocket Cinema 6K and the Canon C70, which is right here. Hi guys. Hey, there we go. 2 views. Maker 3D printing. Sure, basically mining coffee. That's exactly it. I mine for coffee. Teresa, coffee mining is better than salt mining. I would agree. Beefalo, Bart, good night. Thanks for joining us. 3D Prints Lab, computer generated coffee. I mean, almost. It's computer compensated coffee. I think it's the proper way to say it. I think. Mantiquilla Sanchez, good morning from Germany. Just started working. Guten Tag. No, Guten Morgen. Guten Morgen. Wie geht's? That's German for the gates. Sideshow Dinger, better than mining for nose goblins. It depends though, honestly, because if you have a really good one, just saying. Oh, practical printing. You might have a spare 1070. Sure, man. Send it up my way if you're not using it. Ryan Pilley, do you have the Easy 3 Nano? I do not. That's that $99 one, right? The one that Linus did. I think Chuck did. Angus did? Now I don't remember. Crudleys. Builder's Mark, I heard the 3090 can stream at one rate and record a second rate. It's a pretty fantastic card, especially the Founders Edition. I don't know about that though. I don't know. I mean, really, with cameras, you could record this to the medium on the camera and then combine that later and sync it up, and then the stream would just be sent out. So that's possible. Lucas Schneider, good morning from Slovakia. Good morning. Oliver Harold, good morning from Germany. Guten Morgen, der Deutsch. Simon Bianco Muss, hi, what is printing in the Elegoo? Right now this is the Rook, the two Rooks. The two of them. And I see they're printing. We are at layer 658 of 1000. Ryan Thorpe, Nemesis Prime. What? Wait, Aaron F. 3D print, not much needed for it. Okay, so 3D print Viking. Wish I had the money. Broke as a joke. You need money for Nemesis Prime. Oh, I see. LMAO, good night from Mexico. Good night. Aaron F. Ooh, what kind of printer would Nemesis Prime? Well, Nemesis Prime is Optimus Prime, but the evil version of him, right? From the Transformers universe. I thought we were talking about Transformers. Transformers. See Galvin 17, how big? Oh, the Rooks. They're going to be that big? About that big? Yeah. Yeah, about that big. About that big. You ever notice when you get resin, they come in these cool bubble containers. I don't know why I'm so fascinated by these, but I mean, it's like a transparent Muppet. Prince 3121 asked Jay's 2 cents to donate a 3090. Yeah, is that how that would work? Here we go. So here's what we do. So for this, I take the knife, and go across, and then I can get out all the air. There we go. Just makes it easier to be able to recycle. Aaron F., I name all my printer designs after Transformers. That's fantastic. Yeah, Freezy. Oh, I said name Freezy Pops. Yeah, like we call them Otter Pops over here. Just gonna make sure all the air bubbles are out. There we go. Later, Joel. That's later Joel's problem. Oh, Loyal also. So usually I shot against that wall. This time we're shooting against this wall. I kind of like it because I got this shelf. We can change colors. Loyal, I'm giving you an option here. It's blue right now. It's RGB. It's R's, it's G's, and it's B's, and you can pick a color of the predetermined colors. So, what color would you like, Loyal? Gotta let Loyal pick a color. I mean, you know. Still going. Still going. We're getting there. Steve P with looks like a face, an SM3D 3D printer. What energy drink you got today? So this one, this is the Rockstar Juiced. It's pineapple, orange, guava, and it's sparkling. What I like about that, it's not heavily carbonated. It's lightly carbonated. It's just better. It's just better. I like it. Cam plays, Joel, I won one of the rep boxes in late November and put it together with my dad. Thanks for giveaways and thanks for the great content. That is amazing. That is amazing. Thank you for telling me that. I'm really happy to hear it. Loyal with a $5. Red. Okay. Here we go. We're going to red. There we go. Ooh. Ooh. Loyal, I was talking to some people earlier, and I think we had an idea. Aaron York, that's... Isn't that green? No, that's green and blue together, right? Isn't that how that works? So it'd be brown? I want to make it, I think it'd be cool if we had it so that comments or super chats or something could change the color of what's back here. You know what I'm going to do, though? I'm going to swap something out. There we go. How's that? And then you can't see it because I'm standing in front of it. Theodore Churchill, who is your favorite subscriber? I don't know. My wife? I think that's fair. I think she subscribes to me. Oh, you know what? So I'm standing right here, breathing, and I got a whiff of smell from this printer. Huh, okay. Just a tiny little whiff. It wafted in. Good answer, yeah. It's the right answer. Alex Swavely could easily set that up with a Raspberry Pi and addressable LEDs like NeoPixel. I actually have a small set of DJ lights that are DMX controlled. So technically, and I've got the DMX controller, I could plug it into the computer and software could pay attention to super chats or something, right? Phil Nolan, sorry that smell was me. That's right, cure to the Rona. JC Flux, how much is this little guy? I think it's $2.99. Right now it's out of stock. It's funny, Elegoo, wonderful company. They are the ones that sponsored the stream and wanted me to show you the Mars 2 Pro. The problem was, because of the holidays, they are out of stock. So there are links in the description, and if you go there, there's a good chance it's not available. Cryogenic filler, good night to you. Ryan Thorpe, DMX like the rapper. No, DMX is the DJ lighting control system. Although, I listen, open up another browser tab and go watch the video. It's a YouTube video from long ago, and it's DMX singing Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer. No joke. Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer, what? Had a very shiny nose. Come on, if you never saw it. It's great. It is great. DMX singing Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer. It is brilliant. Go watch that right now. CG Alvin 717, you can actually convert DMX with an Arduino and a Max 485, and that could easily read super chats. Dude. Hercules Musical Corner and Gaming. Oh, that sounds fun. Hello, I am a little late, but glad to be here. How was the stream? So far, honestly, we just sat here in silence waiting for you. It was grueling. But we did it knowing you would appreciate it. Hopefully appreciate it. Hopefully. I hope you appreciated it. We've started the print. We've done a Q&A. I showed off an A. Copyright song joke. Oh, man. Have I sung a few times? I have sung a few times. I'm sorry about that. I apologize. Layer 719. I'm going to have to get the wash station pretty soon. Loyal Moses. That was not... You stop. Let's see. Mac CJ12345. 3D printing nerd, what camera do you recommend for watching prints? I highly suggest having a look at the Wise cams. They're really inexpensive, and you can load, I believe, RTS, the firmware that allows RTSP, I think, so you can do video streams off of it. Chris Russell, he's Practical Printing in the chat here. He'll probably tell you he's got Wise cams as well. Teresa, 3D printing nerd, what is your favorite cheese? Oh, that's a good question. So, I'm a big fan of brie. You can't say brie without sounding huffy, can you? Yeah, brie. I like brie cheese. I like a spreadable cheese. Brie is a good spreadable cheese. But also, for like burgers and sandwiches and stuff, pepper jack. Loyal with a fiber. Can I change the color to Prusa orange? Yeah, I will hit the Prusa button. Hold, please. That's about as orange as it gets. But it's pretty orange. Sort of orange. Alex, I bet Preston has a special DMX solution he's looking to sell. Probably. MC, what is your most useful print around your life or everyday life? Let's see. That's a good question. You know what? Do you remember years ago, I did a print. I did a print that was to hold my toothbrushes in my medicine cabinet, the toothbrush hanger. I did it in Protopasta coffee, I think. I use it every morning and every night, and I have ever since that video. We've just kept using it, and I think it's amazing because it's a crazy 3D print I did a video on, and it's been used every day since that video. I love it. JC Flux, smoked Gouda for Pog. Ooh, smoked Gouda. Ooh, smoked Gouda. I do like a good smoked Gouda. It's going. Zoo with a fiber. If you have a decent internet connection and don't want to do the extra steps for Octoprint, I use Octoprint and manage my printer using Steamlink. Steamlink. Steamlink, okay. I've never heard of that. I'll have to take a look at that. Incendium 87, not the fridge fix. No. That fridge broke further, and we had to get another fridge. And so that fridge we put in the garage to replace the bad fridge that was in the garage. But also, the new fridge doesn't have a good ice dispenser. Like, it's awful. It's terrible. Where you put the whatever under the water and ice dispenser, it angles inward, and the ice just slides out. It doesn't fit into stuff. It's just terrible. So for Christmas, I gave the family a gift, and we got a chewable ice maker, or a crumble ice, or whatever it is. You know, the restaurant ice, the stuff where you can, it's just like crumbly and you can chew it. It's wonderful. So we got one of those, and it is the best. It's the literal best. I love it. I love it. Hey, Mitch 3D. This is where everyone is. Yeah, not everyone. Only, was it 464 people? Golkoda, it's 8 a.m. in Germany. Guten Morgen. Wie geht's? And Mitch's duet Wi-Fi died. I'm really sad. Moondara honey and pistachio cheese. You're going to have to tweet that at me because I'm not going to be able to remember that, but that sounds wonderful. Shadow Taizo, it is not shaved ice. It is not chip ice. It is, well, now I'm going to have to look it up. Darn it. I will tell you it is nugget ice. Nugget ice. I hope that helps. Nugget ice. Nugget. It is nugget ice, and it's wonderful. It's absolutely wonderful. Aaron York, make and model of the ice maker. It is a GE Opal 2. Matt, yeah, the Opal Nugget Ice Maker. So I've always wanted one of these because I love ice. Like if I make a drink, I chew the ice as I drink the drink because it's just wonderful. It is, oh yeah, Sean will tell you, it's wonderful. Like Sean will move back to Seattle just to eat ice out of my ice maker. And Snazzy Labs, you know, Quinn? Snazzy Labs, he tweeted a picture of something of it, and I saw what it was, and it was an ice maker. I'm like, oh, did you get the one? And he's like, yep. And so I was like, all right, fam, we're getting this. And so for Christmas, I bought the family the Opal Nugget Ice Maker. And like Sonic, yeah, see, my wife said like Sonic. It's so good, so good. So good, it's so good. In fact, I don't think I have to wake up early tomorrow. I might have a drink when I get home with ice, with my favorite ice. Well, here's the thing. Eric Coffin, oh no, it's 2:30 a.m. here. Hey, Joel. Well, hey. Prince3121, we got a Quirks Why question. Okay, hold on just a sec. So with the new fridge we got and the terrible ice machine, we were going to either buy a different fridge because this one's terrible for the ice and the water, which we use every day multiple times, or we could invest in the Opal ice maker and get good ice and not spend as much on a new fridge and have wonderful ice. And it's just been wonderful. It's just been wonderful. Okay, Prince3121, what Core XY printer would you recommend? I think, so I've got a Project R3D Daedalus, and it is a wonderful product. It's a Core XY machine, does a great job. It's built really well. It is pricey, but again, it is what it is. If you wanted to build one yourself, though, I mean, a lot of people like the rail cores. A lot of people, though, including me, are getting into Voron. I want to get a Voron built, and I think is the Voron, is it Core XY or Core XZ? I don't know. Now I don't remember. Shoot, Voron. Look up the Voron. Developer Spoot, print check, please. We are at layer 774. 774. BCK000, El Moses, did you miss Joel turning a food truck into a 3D printing merch truck to be mobile selling printing stuff? Oh my gosh. Hercules Musical Corner and Gaming. My first was a Flash Forge Creator Pro in Christmas of 2014. Loyal, I talked about an idea I had where I would have and it was born of an idea. So a friend of mine, a few cities away, a friend of theirs got a 3D printer for Christmas, and their kid was like, hey, where can I get some filament? And he asked me where he could get filament. And I'm like, Nowhere. There are no filament stores in Washington that I know of, or at least Western Washington or in the Seattle area. So I was thinking, what if I could be a consignment shop for filament makers, or what if I had a showroom to show off cool stuff and people could get filament there, or resins, not necessarily machines, but what if I had what if Printed Solid, what if Dave said just kept 200 spools here and people could just buy them? And it'd be like, the scenario I gave was like, what if it was 10 o'clock at night and you were in your garage and you were doing a bunch of digital fabrication and you thought, I just need one more spool of this color. And sure enough, the 3DPN showroom had it and you could get it. It could get it. The goal was to provide filament and resins for immediate use. If you had a need for it, you could get it within an hour, sort of thing. That was the thinking. I just thought that'd be cool because that would solve my friend's problem. And I've been thinking about that for a long time, of just somehow providing the Seattle area with the ability to get 3D printer filament. And I just thought that'd be really cool. So anyway, that's kind of what happened tonight. And then we talked about, what if you did it in a food truck, but instead of the food truck, it was a filament truck, and you could just go different places every night and just be up and have kind of like a portable station. And then I thought, well, what if like Mr. Beast had his 300 Mr. Beast burger restaurants, which were actually ghost kitchens? What if we had ghost filament suppliers and we used the food delivery chain as a way of getting stuff? So if you ordered from the filament restaurant and ordered your filament burger, and when the delivery driver came and got it, it was in a paper bag and it was a kilogram of filament, and then they delivered it to you. Would that work? So anyway, a lot of stuff. Oh my goodness. A lot of stuff. Loyal, you need, see, that's just it. Loyal, you need, like Extruder could keep filaments here because you and others would buy them. And Printed Solid could keep filaments here because you and others would buy them. I just think it'd be fun. Roel, filament truck with a cool audio jingle. I think so. I think I would have Maker's Muse make me an audio jingle for the truck. That'd be cool. That would be... Oh, Corpus Christi area, they have a few filament shops. Okay. Prince 3121, import costs and shipping costs kill me. Yeah. Pixel Pusher Studio, Uber kilos. Yeah, I mean, that would work. Dan V, I thought about adding tech and supplies to my hobby shop 2.5 hours south of you, then COVID threw all the growth plans on the back burner. Yeah, totally understandable. Oh God, yeah, if I could get Prusament, I think that'd be good. So the idea would be to, I mean, if I could keep a bevy of filament, I mean, we're not talking about having a showroom with thousands of spools. We're talking about the ability to serve a community immediately if a specific need arises. I mean, obviously, Loyal, you might buy more than I have, but not everybody would do that. Not everybody would do that. And then we could find trends of what's popular, and it would just be, it'd be a way of having a showroom. And then if I grew that out, then I would need to hire people to run the showroom, but those people could also be doing prints, and the prints on the showroom printers could be for videos that I'm producing. So it just makes sense. Aaron York, it'd be great for non-US based filaments. That's right, because then they could have a home base they could ship it to. And then Dave from Printed Solid said, it sounds like you're just talking Printed Solid, but with extra steps. But I love this. Practical printing, again, you can't type your text in, but it's $4.99. Are you out of your mind? Pixel Pusher Studio, Filament Shack. Yeah, instead of Radio Shack, it'd be Filament Shack. I like that. I don't know. It just seems like a really fun idea, especially nowadays. A lot of more people are home. A lot more this Christmas. Tons of people got 3D printers, and if I could come up with a business plan and an idea and implement it and have it work, then that could be replicated in other major metropolitan areas. And who knows, right? I don't know. Trevor Haney, interns. I mean, you still have to pay your interns, right? We're at layer 814. Sean Wandler, where do I apply? Exactly. See, I think there'd be plenty of people to run it. I don't know. Loyal with a $5. Can I drive the truck? Absolutely. Ryan Thorpe, it could be on the nose filaments. Ha! I get it. Oh, that's right. Loyal. We also talked about, so if we were going to do the food delivery method, so if we were going to use Uber Eats to deliver the packages, then we could include the candy with the filament. And so that way they're still delivering a food item. Sean Connolly, I literally have 12 years in retail management experience. You know, my friend has a comic book shop, and he's now has two comic book shops. One's open in the Everett Mall north of me, and one's open in the SeaTac Mall, which is south of me. I wonder if I could pay to have a little corner of his shop where we could keep filaments. Oh, you know, keeping filament or having maker supplies at a comic book shop could be a way to bring more people into comic book shops because comics are awesome. Huh. Maybe that's the idea. Maybe I set up filament stations at comic book shops. Mike. No, Kevin Smith. No, my friend is not Kevin Smith. His name is Joel. We went to high school together. It's amazing. If you look up Phantom Zone Comics here in the Seattle area, that's him. Pysac tube. No telling. Filament vending machine. Oh, a filament vending machine. But at comic book shops. I mean, Josh Kemp, your margins would be so low. Yes, I fully understand that because the goal of this is more for, I mean, obviously it has to make some money because it has to run, and to run a business, you do need some capital to do that. But the goal here would be to support the community, right? A whole bunch of people are getting machines, and if you had all sorts of filaments, easy to print, PLA filaments, sure, all sorts of colors for people to print, I think that's the fun part. I think that's the part where people, especially if there's a showroom or they're being shown off, people go in and be like, I like that color, can I get that? Right? I don't know. It just seems cool. Seems cool. Little Tom, Nerd Central have some printed designs there too, and you get people making cosplay tapping into that filament supply. Yes. Loyal with a $5. How do I get a filament vending machine? I mean, honestly, I saw that picture you posted at Christmas. You have enough spools to vend. Just saying. Eugene Gilly, if you bought big enough bulk, there would be a price drop. Yes. See, I think everybody's free mini Joel with every 20 spools. Thanks, Joseph. Prince 3121. Yes, obviously COVID-19. I mean, everything can be done in a safe manner. I think that there are retail shops that are still open, and you know there are procedures in place to make it as safe as it can be, and it'd be easy to adhere to that. It might be interesting too, especially with so many people stuck at home. Just rather than like it would be, imagine the joy a child with a 3D printer would get if they could see in person hundreds of different colors from different manufacturers and pick one out personally by sight and not by seeing it on a website and having it shipped and show up 2 days later. And imagine you just got a 3D printer and you want to print something and you get inspired because you personally see a color of a spool of filament. There's value in that. Absolute value. And that's the value I want to provide. Anyway, we are at layer 857. We are less than 150 layers away. So, I think we're getting there. Sort of smarter with a fiver. You have my email. I have several silent investors. Figure out the details better when coffee shops open. We should talk more. Well, sure, absolutely. Shoot, I've got my coffee shop. Oh, boy. Oh boy, you know, makers drink coffee and tea. It would be interesting if their favorite coffee stand had a selection of filaments. You know, I like where this is going. This is fun. Michael Case with a fiver. Thank you, Michael. Laura Moses, I just bought a vending machine now. I used to have a Coca-Cola vending machine, the kind that would vend bottles. It was amazing. Dan V with a fiver. Thanks, Dan V. Sitting Duck, could you fit an extruder line in the van? Start with the pellets, add color as the customer requests, and make the roll of filament on the spot. You could, but the machines required, the space required wouldn't really be, it wouldn't be a time beneficial thing. That's the problem, or you'd have to charge a premium. But it's not a bad idea. Paul McDonald, if Dutch Bros had filament, ooh. Hey, Wexter, good to see you. Teresa's got to go get dinner. She's having pizza. Have a good pizza, Teresa. And we will behave while you're gone. I promise. Hope I'm not missing stuff. I'm going to scroll back. I think someone said hi. There we go. Marcus. Marcus Zerwonka. Hi, Joel. Greetings from Germany at 8:46 a.m. There we go. I missed that one. Guten Morgen. Wie geht's? Glove fart. Sorry. Let's see. Practical print. 150 layers at 7.5 seconds per layer, so roughly 20 minutes. Is it 7.5 seconds? So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 seconds. 6 seconds, Chris, including the lift. Robert Hutchings. Sort of smarter, bacon-flavored filament. I mean, of course, right? Robert Hutchings, 3D printer bars where you rent printer time. I think that's like a makerspace, and I think that's awesome to talk about once we have the current situation a little bit more under control. Michael Kessler, how was the smell in this printer? So for the longest time, I got no smell. I was right here, and I got a small little whiff of smell, but then no more smell. Ooh, Nick Lopez, will there be a 5-cent deposit for returning empty spools? I know it's a winky smiley, but you actually have a really interesting idea, because if we could have a place that can provide filament, then these places could also be collection points for spools that could then be recycled properly or given back to manufacturers to put more filament on. I love these ideas. You guys are awesome. That's why you get a second camera angle. Yeah, practical printing, like 15 minutes. RC Maniac. Practical printing, fast forward a little bit. Well, listen. Let me go, you know what? I'll go grab the wash and cure machine real quick. How about that? Or do you want to wait till it's done? I should set it up now. Okay, everybody be nice. I'll go there. I'll open the door. Ooh. We're just going to populate the desk with machines, aren't we? One more thing. Bam. Oh, wait, it's a slat mat. That wasn't very satisfying. Incendium 87, Joel's Cave of Wonders. No, that is the Loyal Moses tribute room. Cool. I mean, we're getting there. We are. Oh, I have to plug it in too. Okay, here we go. First try. Yes. Cool. Garrett, extra like from the second account. Yes. We're getting there. 902. Layer 902. Less than 100 to go. It's kind of exciting, honestly. Developer Spoot. What are you printing? I'm printing the Rooks. These are the default prints on the USB stick. I'm printing those. My gloves are good. Loyal Moses. You know, Joel has a sign printer. He could literally print the sign from my printer room. I could. In fact, Loyal, I forgot to show you my A. 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 This is the A from the sign printer. Kind of neat, right? Looks like that. Ooh, that's a good look. Look at that. A. Let's see. Martin Luther. IPA can be reclaimed with sunlight. It sure can. You can put it in the sunlight, and any little extra bits that are in there will cure and then fall to the bottom. And then you can just filter it out. Your IPA still gets a little bit of the color from that, whatever it was, and so it's not going to be clear anymore, or at least perfectly clear. It's going to have a bit of a tint. Also, it can start to smell bad. Loyal does like that printer a lot. Loyal, we got to talk because, well, I don't know. I'm working with Pooch, and we're gonna make a sign with it. And then we'll talk about it. It's a really interesting machine, built for a specific purpose. Ryan Thorpe, from the sign printer. Why is it in quotes, Ryan? Why is it in quotes? No, I haven't broken it yet. I don't break everything I touch. Come on, Trevor Haney. Builder's mark. Yeah, I know. It is like the A in Alabama. And on the memory of the printer, it was titled A. Listen, we're in the final stretch here, and then it's milkshake time soon. So if you could, raise whatever beverage you have near you for caffeination, for hydration, and thank Elegoo for the sponsor, as the sponsor, for the sponsor of this wonderful little Q&A stream with their Mars 2 Pro. Sláinte. Well, that's yummy. Hercules Musical Corner and Gaming. Oh, how big is the build volume on the $28,000 printer? Oh, you mean the $38,000 printer. 1 meter by 1 meter by 0.7 meter. It's pretty big. "3D sculpted printed minis. If you print certain hand poses, any printer can be a sign printer. There's one pose for I love you, one for each letter." That's very true. That is very true. Ryan Thorpe, no, I am not. I bought her some Rockstar. I don't know if she has any left. I haven't gotten a text saying to get any on the way home. So I don't know. Ooh, the Ring camera just went off. Let's see. Is it an animal? Yep. So our Ring camera, it sees when people visit and stuff, but it also catches squirrels and rabbits and cats. It's kind of fun. Clayton Sorden with a $5. High five. Much love from Portland, Oregon. Would you recommend this over the regular model for a first-time resin printer for small props and minis? That's a good question. This is my first experience with the Mars 2 Pro. We'll get to take a look at the quality once this comes out. I remember the Rooks from the regular Mars, which I did print. This has a mono screen, so it can go a little bit faster. Honestly, for the stuff that you're wanting to print, this is going to be a good machine, is my guess. I'm anticipating decent quality off of this. I mean, it's looking pretty good. You should also look at other machines, but this is the one I'm going to concentrate on today, and we'll see how it looks. Yeah. Aaron F. Rockstar Juice is amazing with vodka. It's also really good with rum and my chewable nugget ice. Jackson Nuss. What makes the sign printer different from a regular printer? It is 600 by 600 by 70 on the Z or Z. It's dual extruder, it's a mixing nozzle, and there's specific software that's built to take advantage of that size to print channel signs. Yeah. Your dad, 5 pounds. The high 5 pounds right there. Hey, what's your thoughts on the Elegoo Mars 2, the new green one? Sorry if you've already answered this question. I haven't. The green one is the Mars 2 Pro. That was a My Mini Factory edition, and that's why it was green. This is the Mars 2 Pro. That's a regular edition. So the Mars 2 Pro from My Mini Factory, I believe is the same as this. I don't know for a fact. Or it could be that the green one is the Mars 2 and this one is the Mars 2 Pro. I don't know a lot about that green one. Yeah. Chris Borge? I hope I got it right, Chris. Joel, have you ever thought about doing a video or stream where you look at prints designed and submitted by your subscribers? I haven't. But if you have a good idea, you can you could email me. Oh, and my wife said it was a lot of raccoons on the camera. 9:51, we are almost there, 49 layers left. Ryan Thorpe, is your Maker coin available to download? Yes. I don't remember where. It was years ago. Years ago. 3D sculpted printed minis. Is this just mono or is it also HD? This is a 2K screen. 2K mono on this one. Let's see. They have the new one on Amazon. It looks, look at it, Mars 2. It's just got a green shield and a mono screen. Okay, so this is a 2K mono screen, and the green one, I'm not sure if it's 2K, but it's going to have that the mono screen. So that's okay. Andy Warburton, good morning. Joel from Amsterdam. Good morning. Ryan Pillay, do you use the Ender 3 Pro? I haven't in a while. I do have it. It's got that giant nozzle on it still from that one benchy we did. It's gloriously terrible. Christopher Keen? Guten Morgen. Gates. I'm excited to see the print as well. I mean, we're so close. 962, honestly. We're almost there. Oh, my wife said just if we have seen the... I haven't seen the raccoons in a while on that camera. I set up a Wise camera as a critter cam, and I did catch some bunnies, and it caught a big raccoon one time, but our neighbor put up a new fence, and so the animal highway from her yard to our yard is now blocked, so we don't see as many animals. Trevor Haney, I have to ask, doesn't the Prusa SLA price already hurt it? Yeah, it does. I mean, truth be told, there are a lot of resin printers on the market that cost less than the Prusa SLA printer that print better than the Prusa SLA printer. It's a neat machine. There's a lot of really great features in it. Really, really great features in it. It is rather expensive, and it's not for everyone. Yeah. Brian Feiner, do you still have and use your Lotmax Shark printer? Sort of. So I sent my original one down to my producer, David, in Los Angeles, and they sent a new one to me. It's purple, and it has a removable, flexible build sheet, which is what I told them they should put on that thing, and they put it on there, which is great. And I got it out. I used it a little bit. I have to put the dual head on it because I want to do some dual prints on it. And yeah, I haven't had the chance to do that yet. Yeah. Rita Zaki, Joel, would you record a 20-second video for my project called 100 Faces of 3D Printing? Maybe? Shoot me an email and we can talk about it. How about that? Phil, 3 a.m. Hey, good night, bud. Thanks for joining us. We are at layer 980. We have 20 layers left at 6 seconds per layer. So, if it's 3 a.m., you know what you should do? Phil, hear me out. Go put your PJs on. Go brush your teeth. Take care of your nightly stuff. And then check in on the stream. And we should have this at least to a point where we can take a look at them. How about that? In fact, I will get set up for this. I have a camera here. And I can position it, like right there. And look at that, I'm now ready. Just ready. Cool. Dell's Logos 3D printing. Oh, good to see you, man. I haven't seen you in a while. What do you do with the printers you are not using? Do you donate them or give them away? Some of the ones, well, it depends. So sometimes a manufacturer will send a printer my way just for me to use. And then anytime I use it, I can talk about it and show it off in a video. That's often the case. And so I have to keep it around and build out essentially a massive print farm. That's why I say no to a lot of machines as well. There are others where that's not the case, and I've given them away, and if I can, I need an assistant, and then I might have some more to give away. And if that happens, I have ideas that's coming up, but I will have some more to give away. "3D sculpted printed minis. Currently 3 days into a giant monster print. Am I under 3? What is the longest FDM print you've ever done?" I think for the 3D printed speakers part 2, comes out Sunday. I did an 11-day print on my CraftBot Flow IDEX XL. Yeah. ATC 9,000. 9,000. Time is it where you're at? It is a little past midnight. Midnight 06 for me. William Brown, have you ever dealt with being burnt out on 3D printing? And if so, how have you dealt with it? I have. There's been a number of times where I just wanted to like throw everything off the table, be like, screw it, and just not do this anymore. And what always sort of brings it back around to me is to concentrate on a project using maker skills and not filming it. Just doing it for myself at my own pace, whether it's 3D printing or using wood or plastics or whatever. I have wood tools and I have 3D printers. And if it's a mix of them or one or the other, whatever, as long as I do it and I'm not filming it. It's not for production. It's just me doing stuff. I mean, I may get excited and tweet about it or take pictures or whatever, but I'm not filming it. And that sort of energy that you can then invest in that project really sort of, for me, resets the clock and resets my brain, puts it in a better place, and I'm able to be creative and produce videos again. And it's happened it's a couple times, but that's always been my go-to. It's just to concentrate on something I'm not filming, then I'm good to go. We're done! We're done! Or launching hot sauces through the air. Yes. Okay. Cool. Cool. Well, let's do this. So this has the part. Here it is. Okay, so there we go. Aha. Okay, so that will drain stuff. Now let me get the this. Okay, let's get this ready. I don't think that's that is too much. Okay. Pancake flipper. There we go. Yeah, there's probably better ways to do that, but you know what? I didn't do those. Okay. we go. So I've got my gloved hands. Look at that. The double helix is completed. Okay, Elegoo, Mars, good. Here's the second one. Not bad. Hey Phil, you made it. I hope you brushed your teeth. Andy Warburton, they are definitely a thing. Well, let me grab paper towels real quick, because that's one of the things I forgot. Awesome. There we go. And then this goes in like that. Oops. Okay. So like I talked about before, you could manually scrub these with a toothbrush to get the resin off of. That is something that people do, and it works really, really well. Okay. So it's got a magnetic stirrer in it. Let's put this on. Let's turn it this way so you can see stuff bounce around. And we're gonna go for 2 minutes. There we go. They're kind of moving. You can see them. "3D sculpted printed minis. I use a salad spinner filled with IPA." Brilliant. Honestly, brilliant. So with something like this, what I do, since there's nothing more I have to do to the build plate, I can just put it right back. The problem with what I did is that anytime you have to hit the build plate like that, there's a super good chance you're going to knock it out of alignment. There is a very real chance that I will have to realign that. But you know what? I did it for you guys. I did. Stefan Stopko with €5. Guten Morgen, Joel, sending greetings and best wishes from Vienna, Austria. Love what you're doing. Would you recommend the Mars 2 Pro for beginners? So far, it was super easy to set up. Super easy. And it printed those 2 rooks easily. I haven't sliced for it yet, but I would imagine, just like the regular Mars, slicing for it is going to be easy. And the Mars line is probably going to be great for beginners. That's my guess. Imagination 2 form flex plate also makes the bed stay level. Yes, yes. What is it? Wham Bam makes it. Beep, beep, beep. Fantastic. Let's take a look. So I will get this prepared. And we'll go here. Here we go. Oh, wait, you know what you need? You need some of this. Bam. Those are just washed, not cured. But you can tell, I mean, it looks good. I would say it looks good. I think that is a very fair assumption. It looks good. Okay. And the other one, you guessed it, looks good. Oh, and the top. There are letters in the top. The make resin printer torture. Hey, all. I'm just... I just try to get all of the IPA, or as much of it, off before I go to cure it. If you're curing and it has a heating element, like the Prusa CW1, it's not so much of a worry, but I just... it doesn't fully cure if there's a little drop of IPA on it. We're going to use that new Sovol. And I will put this down. Excellent. So, so this, let's see if I can show you again. So this is interesting. Sovol sent this over. It's got a platform that's UV activated, so it rotates on UV, and then you put this over it, and you can see inside it's got the little disco lights, and it turns around. So, here's what we're gonna do. I'm gonna put it right here. I'm gonna put these on it. Stop moving. Okay. I'm gonna do that, and I can turn it on, and we'll set the time for 4 minutes and start. Let's see if I can't find you a view in there. That might be cool. Well, that's fun. Bam. So there we go. We're now curing. Tomato Chip, hello, just had a question. Recently got into 3D printing on an Ender 3 that I got for Christmas. I was curious what brand of PLA you would recommend. Oh, an RC Maniac, no, I won't break it, I promise. So there's so many great filament manufacturers right now that make wonderful PLA filaments. Right off the top of my head, I always try to recommend Jesse PLA from Printed Solid. I think they do a fantastic job. And Dave over there, good dude. I like Protopasta, I mean the High Five Blue. It's kind of hard to find a better blue, honestly. I like Atomic. Atomic makes really good filaments too. And I like Green Gate's Pet G. I've used a lot of that. That's good stuff. Joachim Gulbrandsen. How tough does resin prints become? Like PLA, stiff and brittle? It really depends on the resin. It depends on the resin mix and the curing method, stuff like that, and what they've added to it, kind of stuff like that. W2VC, do resin prints hold up outdoors like, say, Pet G? That's actually a really good question, and I don't know the answer to it. Stupid camera with its auto power off. Here, wait, you know what we could do? I mean, it's a macro lens. We can go in. Oh my goodness, it's like an art show. Might be a little too trippy for everybody. All right, let's retire this one. So it's gonna be done real soon, I promise. And then we'll finish this fantastic stream up. Jeez. Oh yeah, I set it for 4 minutes, not 2 minutes. Yeah, Teresa, the print's done. I really hope you got yourself some pizza. There we go. Lambada, the forbidden dance. What? Chris, are you intoxicated? Hey Joel, have you ever used the Lulzbot Mini 2? And if you have, what do you think of its level of aggression? I haven't used it. Mont HD, is this any faster than FDM traditional 3D printing? Not counting the curing process. It can be, depends on the model. What you're gonna get out of resin-based 3D printing is the ability to get much finer details. And the mono screens are gonna give you the ability to print each layer faster. So yes and no. Yes and no. Michael Johnson, greetings from Sweden. Greetings. Thanks for coming in. And it's done. Oh, I guess I got to bring out that camera one more time. One more time. Do it again. One more time. Do it, my friend. What the heck? What the heck is going on? Ah, okay. Okay. Oh, come here. Come on. Okay. I got to zoom it back just a smidge. And bam, there we go. Hey, it's me. So here we go. These are the rooks from the Elegoo Mars Pro 2. Oh, come here. There we go. Oh, wow, I'm super close. I apologize. So there's the Elegoo right there. You can see the double helix in there. And there's the stairway. We go up here, and then if I bring that around, look at that. Looks like some of the letters are a little bit tough. Right there. But I think we got a good result. That's the water slide. Well, there we go. We got ourselves 2. Nice. And there we go. Auto shut off. Battery's low. All that good kind of stuff. We did it! We made it to the end of a stream. 3 hours, 30 minutes. That's actually low. We usually go 4 or 5, right? So there we go. Taking off the gloves. Putting them over there. Perfect. Perfect. Well, shoot, we've done it. Thanks to Elegoo, we were able to get the Mars 2 Pro out of the box and printing. And you know, with resin printers like this, it means that we're going to spend most of the time printing in a Q&A. And that was no exception here. It's a good machine. It was really easy to set up. It took literally no time. It took longer to get it out of the box than it did to set it up. And it printed fine. And we printed the default prints from the USB stick. I showed you super up close what they look like before rinsing and after rinsing and then after curing. It's a mono screen, 2K mono screen. Rinse was 2 minutes. Curing was between 2 and 4, or 4, I think, whatever. I don't know. Thanks for everybody that came by. Did I miss anything? I'm trying to think. Sort of smarter. No pause defect mark on it. That is true. That is true. There is no defect from where we paused it. I'm glad. I'm glad about that. Binsky, does anyone know the difference between the Mars 2 and the Mars 2 Pro? That's a really good question. Elegoo sent a video that showed some things. I think the Mars 2 Pro, it's a 2K screen and it's mono. I'm not sure if the Mars 2 is either 2K or mono or both. And it also adds a gasket right here and better filtration. Yeah, well, listen, it's 12:30. It's 12:30. I don't know if my wife is still watching, but if she is, I'll be home soon, honey. You know what? This was fun. This was a great end to an incredibly stressful day. I'm just thankful I was able to chill out with you guys and get some prints done and show off a really neat machine. So, thanks for joining me. Thanks for everybody that super chatted in. I hope I didn't miss anybody's super chat questions. Thanks to Elegoo for sponsoring the stream, making it possible. I'm going to go get some milkshakes, hug each other more, be aggressively kind, and from a safe distance. High five.